You should.
Welcome back to. Hey, welcome back to Brine and Tide 40 something. We're almost to 50 and we're still on this island. My bad. But
No, it's like Jesus.
we're getting near the end as the group has been working hard to prepare for the assault of the pirate fleet. The led by Captain Grim. You've managed to pretty much do everything on the list of the island, clearing out side quests, helping people, committing royal coups, typical adventure stuff. But previously, you had also helped your ogre friend hunt down and fish up, although it was more like lure out, considering they lunged out to swallow Ray and whole. The Solero. Realizing that it was a monstrous mutated catfish, but then you went into the jungle with the resident druid of Rondo Village, Marlene the Furbolg, to find and possibly befriend the huge polar bear that you've encountered once in the jungle. But through magical means, you were able to communicate with it, and it seemed that it had stumbled directly into its den before it could really prepare itself, but thankfully it was seemingly in a good mood, possibly recently fed, as you were able to talk to it, and it let you near enough to remove the collar around it back when it was a pet of the Ruby Empress during her mortal days on the island. But you were able to free it thanks to Ryoko's lockpicking. And in its relief, it agreed not to eat out of you and agreed that if there were any strange new visitors tromping through the jungle, it might have something to disagree with them. But so yeah, it's been about a week and a half since you've killed Gleaza. Might be longer than that. I think it's around that. So you've still got maybe 2 weeks left, maybe less, to prepare. And it is the next day. You slept. No dreams. Well, actually, does anybody want to see if there was a dream? Just for fun?
Ooh.
Yeah, let's look at that dream catcher.
Sorry, I was distracted by Jordan Peele. Okay, I gotta scroll away from that.
Worse things to be distracted by than Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
It tends to happen.
Let's see. Oops. That was supposed to be a secret roll, but
It's fine. We don't know what it means.
well, I mean, now you'll know because it's a special one. So when you wake up, you see the Dream Harvester has a new dream. It's flashing a pale, it's a different color this time than you've seen. Like, you know that there's like the dreams that are normally like a pale white or a yellow, and then there's the more ominous dreams, which are or painful dreams, which are variations of red, and even a few like the strange like cricket sounds of just a black little mote where might be just ambient sounds. But this time there's like a little mote. It almost looks like an ember because it's this like fiery orange just kind of flickering around. Almost looks like a little ember got caught in the spinning wheels.
Rain's gonna check it out.
Is everybody awake?
Yeah. I'd say be awake.
I would assume you
Sure.
wait to see the dreams once everybody's awake. But
Yeah, we're gonna wait for people to wake up. She has to.
It's-
She's taken an interest in looking at the dreams.
Hoard the dream to yourself.
it's the morning, everyone gets their coffees and just watches, but someone just dream in the morning. But when you stop the rings, the dream kind of spills out, and there is previously there have been like vague sensory things like in Ioane's dream of fishing with his uncle. You could kind of feel that like briny breeze briefly. Various sensory things. But this time there's this almost feels like a heat wave hits you or like opening an oven door. And then you realize it feels like the heat of a furnace or a forge as the dream hazily forms into what you think it might be the forge back at the Ruby Palace, but you realize no, this is much vaster, much more complex. There are infernal machinery pounding and pistons and gears, chains hanging from the ceiling or being pulled. You see closets at work scurrying about. You see various fiends and devils working, but they're all vague and incoherent. But as you see the dream focuses, you see hunched over, walking with a cane and one of I can't remember, 4 or 6 limbs. You see a hunched figure walking past, 4 arms, gesturing and barking things in both abyssal and infernal, depending on who they're talking to, directing and commanding this complex factory of sorts. You see an exoskeleton charred and flaked with soot and exposure to flame. Almost a crown of horns curling up from the head where the tips burn orange, almost like they themselves are heated metal. And in each hand, besides the one holding a clockwork cane that helps them hobble along, probably from an old injury. Dressed in a blacksmith's outfit, you see an insectoid face masked by a partially masked and the one multifaceted eye glinting in the forge light, the other swiveling around as you realize it is a mechanical eye socket.
Whoa.
This cyborg demon seeming to take pride in how they ran this infernal forge. And then it slowly fades away. And I will show you what you saw.
What the? Who? What? Whose fucking dream is this?
That's what you saw.
One can guess.
I have a pretty good idea.
And Quiet Hearts, as you're watching, you do hear like a up in the rafters of the up on the hut,
Mm-hmm.
on the hut ceiling.
Yep.
Yeah, that was in character, by the way. Whose dream is this?
Probably the little guy.
Look, I
Points up to the rafter.
looks up.
You see a kind of, you know how like a jaguar or like a big cat will lay down on a branch? You just see Pizlop draped across a rafter, sleeping away. It's not the first time you've seen him just hang out. It seems that he goes around sleeping wherever someone won't kick him out.
Is he any of his time in the house?
If anyone wants to do a Arcana or a religion check, you could. Let's see if you recognize that.
Sure. You want me to do a religion with my wisdom?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll wisdom.
14.
Can I, guidance?
If you're rolling for yourself, maybe like recalling stuff, that's not going to be like a guidable thing unless you're trying to recall yourself. Like a-
I mean, I might. Whatever. What's the worst that could happen? I get a nat 1 and have no idea.
But with the 14 for a
Is it
religion check,
religion or con?
either one, your choice. Oh, hot damn.
Okay.
So, I'll cover what you know, Corona, first. You heard Pizlop talking about how he got demoted, and even Gleaz's notes mentioned he would have been much more useful in his previous form.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty certain this is probably one of his previous incarnations, or how this might have been the highest he climbed in the rankings, but it does seem to track with what you know of him having a propensity for engineering, for artificy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scans.
But with the 27, are you flipping through the Chromaticon?
Yeah, as you do.
Yep. You straight up find, as you've seen with other previous, like, Demonomicon, or like guidebooks to hunting or dealing with fiends, you find a page detailing what is commonly known as a tinker demon.
Hmm.
They are known for creating, they're the ones responsible for maintaining a lot of the abyssal forged constructs. But they do say that they can and are sometimes recruited by devil courts because of their keen mind, even if it does go against their dichotomy of chaos and order. Their talents are, neat, required, desired enough that sometimes practical devils can get around that and make a deal with them. But, and yeah, it says that Tinker Demons are probably responsible for many of the infernal and abyssal artificy that shows up throughout the multiverse.
Hmm.
And as it even says that, like you saw in the dream, many Tinker Demons will enhance themselves with their own constructions. Sometimes the most extreme, even being little more than barely more than a torso at the center of a machine, this deadly contraption, as they've replaced everything that they could until there was almost nothing left. But, yeah, with a natural 20, you pretty much get a rundown on Tinker Demons as just filling that role in the, the fiendish hierarchy.
All right.
Because of their chaotic nature being demons, while they are geniuses, they are often while they can be considered geniuses, they are often considered mad geniuses because their goals oftentimes don't seem to have a point to anyone but themselves. But seeing Pizlop in a dream like that, if he wasn't, exaggerating as sometimes dreams do, he probably was a very, high ranked one.
Yeah, we've gotten that vibe before. Hmm.
And now he's a little shithead who hovers around taunting you guys sometimes.
And who might get eaten by Ryoko one day.
I'm trying. But yeah, that's the dream.
So that was a Tinker Demon. And that is what Dislop used to be. They mean
Sorry.
exactly what they sound like. They're demons that tinker, but
I didn't come up with like an actual like, like how Lebrez have a unique name. I didn't come up with a unique name for them yet.
It's fine. They're they're demons, but they're pretty. It's not impossible to get them to work for demons or devils because their skills tend to be really useful. And like all of this demonic forge stuff that we've been seeing probably came from them.
Yeah, it's good stuff, ain't it? You hear from above.
Yeah, come down here, Tislop.
Why are we talking about Tinker Demons?
Does he come down?
No, he's staying up there. You see his eyes flit over to Ryoko, who's down.
Well, I found a note about them in my book.
Oh, shit. And then he looks to the Dream Harvest and he goes, I didn't think that would work on me.
So, did you know?
Seeming to piece it together.
Yeah, did you know
Know what?
that you were gonna dream about a forge demon? The Tinker Demon?
Kind of does the wibbly wobbly hand sign like, I don't know. Just, it's a coat. You guys have one of the cozier huts. Plus,
you could
plus you're
ask
interesting.
and not live with the danger that Ryoko would bite you or Quiet Hearts would smush you.
That's
And when
why I'm
Biden
up
comes down.
here where...
You know Quiet Hearts has wings, right?
That's why I'm up here.
Corona's gonna shift in the shadows and her wings gonna come out
Yeah.
over Pislop.
Yeah, I know. And like, just like bats at you like the wing, just like, yes, I know. You're
You're on my perch, boy. Sorry.
goes invisible.
We're not gonna hurt you, because I mean, I can't speak for Ryoko.
I think that's why he's up here with me.
At the mention of Quiet Arts, they tilt their head to just state, I don't murder for trespassing anymore.
Definitely why they're up here with me.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad.
You just
to
hear the disembodied voice go, mm-hmm. But why was that, Rain?
Okay, what was that? What did I just say?
I don't know.
We're glad to hear it, I think is what you said.
Possibly. Do you? Tislop, can I ask you something?
Maybe. You can ask, but will I answer? Who knows?
Do you remember your life before?
Some of it.
Were you?
Wouldn't be much of a demotion if I couldn't remember what I used to be like.
What?
Wouldn't be much of a demotion if you couldn't remember what you used to be like. I want you to feel that, to keep that humiliation around. Why do you think Morass was so obsessed with gaining power through food? What a little dumbass.
So he expand his ass.
If I see him again, I'm gonna tell him that.
That was not in character. Sorry.
Expand ass. Acquire more mass.
This is how I became Demon Lord. Lord of the
More
ass.
mass for more ass.
Oh fuck. God damn it.
So,
Do you want to know what you used to be, or do you think that just make you feel worse?
well, you can't see him look to you, Kurono, but you hear the voice like directed towards you. It goes, Does she worry about every little thing that she encounters?
Yeah, that's how anxiety works.
Oh. I think I'm, I'm gonna worry about that. And you hear like a skittering around the rafters.
No,
Well, think about it this way, Ryan. Do you think you would appreciate someone showing you what Ragax was doing?
shut up!
And you hear Pizzop, he didn't like leave, he just shifted to another rafter. But it's just like, yeah, I knew I was a Tinker Demon. Clayazza loved to remind me how much more useful I used to be.
Aw. Oh,
I mean, I can reach into a lot more narrow spaces now. I mean, that is one benefit, I guess. You've literally seen him crawl around the insides of the turtleneck.
yeah.
Well, we've established that Gleaza sucks, so
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
she's there.
And that's why I don't want to get eaten, so I don't go back to where her and her family might be able to get me easier than if I was just, chilling out here.
it's a valid reason.
Yeah.
So, you all gonna go start doing stuff?
What are you
Get
going
ready
to
for the
do
captain
after this? Pizzlop?
after what?
The pirates are dealt with, and we're able to leave the island.
I don't really make plans that far.
I mean, maybe you should.
Not anymore.
Maybe you
Yeah,
should.
big plans. I think it was a big plan of mine that got me demoted. Can't really remember.
Maybe it's
Or did
time
I make
for you
something that blew up someone important? Might have been both.
Maybe it's maybe it's time you make a decision to do something different.
I think, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have papaya for breakfast today. Good idea. And hear us scampering towards one of the
Yeah.
windows. And
Yeah. About what I expected.
So you finally got to see what Bizlop looked like. I've been sitting on that model for a while.
But yeah, I want to befriend Fizzlop and turn him back into that and have him be our friend.
Yeah, might not be as friendly.
Everybody, let's turn Rayan back into Ragax. This will surely go well.
Yes, surely. I would honestly getting to play like more monstrous Rayan would be fun.
Yeah. I think
Smart
DZ,
Rayan,
you were
Rayan.
joking.
Mhm.
Is like sorry to shoot down your fan theory, DZ, about how Pizlop was the Ruby Empress's predecessor.
No. That was less of a theory, more of a joke.
Yeah, the reason Rayan jumped
Every
on,
popper is a king until proven otherwise.
the reason Rayan jumped on Ioane and told him to shut up was because he just still doesn't know that Rayan is Rygax.
What do you think he's gonna do about it?
Have a piece of information that somebody might find useful.
Then we kill him.
No!
It just
We
puts
just
him back in the change court where
Yeah,
he immediately gets squeezed like a Daffy Duck by the snowman.
Yeah, it's like, all right, what can you tell me? Yeah, the weird girl turns out she's Cthulhu. Okay, and that's all I got. Okay, die.
Anyway.
They put him in a jar and shake him.
Yeah.
What?
They put
Pizlop in a jar and shake him.
I was
we just
like,
don't mention secret information in front of someone we don't trust.
I was thinking, like, what
And
else can he
yet you
tell
keep
me?
trying to engage him in dialogue. And
Yes, that's it. I'm trying to do something I know.
I just keep thinking each time, like, what else do you have to tell me? He's like, well, there's at least 6 different shipping pathways that I've seen, and none of them see any of them because they're idiots.
Yeah, that's why you want to use imps for recon than quasits, because imps can actually take organized notes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Speaking of organization,
yeah, that's why there's the imp messenger service, and not the quasit messenger service. But yeah, so we're gonna try to speed things up. So you have 2 things you can do. You can jump right into doing the siege preparations, or you can go possibly find that weapons cache, that cache, however the fuck it's pronounced.
Cash.
Cache. That the Moonsigner told you about.
I see no reason not to go after the weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
probably better that we get our hands on those as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Having
get them in
spent-
the hands of the militia to train.
Having spent days training the militia, I can tell you that while they are experts in spears, having a variety of weapons and tools will be useful against a crew of pirates who will have a variety of
I've been
tools.
trading with you on some of those days. Is the
You have.
expert really the word you want to go for?
Considering I've been training an entire squad of people, sure.
And
My career is in fighting.
they are also former pirates and sea folk. They know how to use spears.
Yeah, but when you stop doing something and you don't do it for a while, you kind of forget. You'll learn.
Well, we have a goal.
Yep. Let's go find our froggy friend's armory.
Okay. So he marked it on your map and gave you the hint that at the base of a large hill, look for the boulder without any moss on it. So, and you know what? Because you'd be going through pretty well-traveled terrain, don't need a survival check. You can do a perception check if you want to keep an eye out for anything on the way.
Yes, that is my entire job.
Your job is also hugs.
You inform the village as you head off that you're following a lead on weapons, and they seem enthused about that. So marching through, with that almost net 20.
Can we stop by the tree for going that way?
What?
The plant?
Oh yeah, you can do that before you leave the village. So yeah, does anyone else go with you to the tree or the sapling?
I guess sure, since Quiet Hearts went last time, and they're watching people.
I can't remember. Was it just Quiet Hearts you showed, or did you show other people?
Ioane was there too.
Okay. So, oh yeah, right. I think you showed everyone saw it because you showed them, and then you brought everyone to inform the rest of the group. Because I remember Quiet Hearts and Ryoko were able to see a faint luminescence because it was at night.
Yeah. So you've all seen it. It's just like when we're leaving, take a quick pit stop there, check on the sapling.
Yeah. And again, there's more noticeable growth. anyone who knows about plants. You haven't told Marlene about it, the druid who knew about the Emgitsu, but it's growing pretty well. The trunk is thicker. You don't see any roots. It seems to burst up deep from the ground. But more leaves, more branches. It's you had to put if you knew about trees, there's probably about like 2-3 years growth on this so far.
Ooh.
And it's it's about your height now, actually. I mean, it'd be a little bit. No, it'd be taller than it. It's actually it would be taller than you now. So yeah, and it is very clearly not the same kind of trees that surround it. The leaves are a different shade of green.
Mhm.
The trunk is a very different color. Still looks like a healthy tree, but just like invasive or completely out of place. But other than that, just seems to be growing healthy.
Good. All right, I'll put a hand on it. And so you weren't a mistake.
Feel a hand on your head.
What?
No, I'm joking.
You also
It should have been. You feel a branch pat you on the head. No,
Oh, my child.
but yeah, it seems to be growing pretty healthy.
But
There's no flowers or anything, but nice fresh leaves. You don't. Quite hurts you if you went. You don't see any. Your passive perception is enough to like pick up. It's just you don't. Doesn't seem like it's dropping any leaves. You don't see any falling like a normal tree would. Even that's healthy. Leaves just fall off, but this one's just seems to be retaining its leaves.
Yeah.
Just a little quirk about it. But other than that, you can proceed. So
and we shall proceed.
yep, as you head north through the jungle, you start passing through the jungle, and it's unless you wanted to fly, but not that far of a trek. And you know the paths pretty well by now. But you march through the morning mist. It burns off pretty quickly. The weather rolls were pretty nice. It's a nice clear day. Little bit of humidity left over from the. I mean, you're just in the jungle, so there's humidity all the time. So, but yeah,
I
Quite
can
hurts.
swim in this air.
what's that?
I can swim in this air.
Almost. It's not that bad. Back when it was right, like right after it rained, it certainly felt like that. But the yeah, marching through. Oh, okay, hold on. Motorcycle.
Man, these motorcyclists are so rude. We're
Mhm.
trying to have an island adventure.
How'd they even get on the island?
I don't know.
It's an invasive population of.
Species.
Yeah.
So there's actually people who will like strip down like motocross and bikes to be as light as possible to see how far they can get across like ponds by water planing.
Oh my god. And
And
this boat,
they've even started doing that with snowmobiles.
that's both
God.
awesome and stupid.
Just a minute.
Then you see the ones that don't go very far; they just go kerplunk. But so, anyways, marching through the jungle, you don't hear any hook horrors. You hear, the typical jungle fauna, birds and distant monkeys. But with your almost nat 20, you don't even have to do a serious search for this boulder because as you come to this, what looks to be like a pretty large hill, it's where the X is. It is a hill almost big enough to be on the map as its own little mountain peak, but it is completely overgrown, and you really only notice this because there is a clear path as a stream trickles past it that you see a fairly noticeable, a boulder without any moss or lichen on it, which compared to the everything around it seems out of place. And I will show you.
Somebody poke it with a stick first.
You'd be coming from the south, but you're pretty sure this is what you're seeing, what you're looking for.
So we're like right over here.
And I'll say, just continuing from the perception check, it's a pretty peaceful clearing. Nothing seems to be going on around here. And like, if you hadn't been told about the boulder, it would have been so easy to just walk past this. And you might have actually walked past this previously.
I would like to click on Detect the Magic and look around.
Okay. And
Its eye starts to
nothing.
glow. Turns off. Aww.
And strangely, nothing seems to. Well, not strangely, but nothing seems to glow about the boulder. It just, nothing about it or around it seems to be glowing.
They do a quick sweep and just, I detect no magic in this area.
Rand's gonna put a hand on the boulder, like, does it just feel like a boulder?
Yep. Yeah, and it's a shallow stream, so you can just splash across it.
Water.
Actually, like here and here, there's like little, like waterfalls. Not like a waterfall, but just like a drop.
Just like a little bubble.
Yeah.
Rand's
Like
gonna,
this is a deeper pool.
put her hands on against the rock and like shove it.
It is very heavy.
It is a rock.
Yep.
Here, Rand's got pushed against it, like. That's a rock, all right.
Ione, do you want to try to?
Sure.
What?
You hear a voice. You hear a voice go, "Try licking it, just to be sure." As you look up, and Moonsinger Motley's sitting on the ledge.
Oh, okay.
My face isn't built in a way that allows me to lick things.
Rain, she goes to lick it.
Yeah, it tastes like a rock.
Nobody stopped her.
How was
I'm
it?
disappointed at all. Friends don't let friends lick rocks.
Yes, they do.
Unless, I mean,
Are you a
unless you're an
geologist?
archaeologist.
They let
From
them lick
personal
fossils.
experience,
They let them lick-
experience, they don't stop you. Don't believe the lies.
Yeah, no, geologists, archaeologists, and paleontologists, they all lick rocks.
Yeah, put that rock in your mouth is their motto.
Yeah, Rain.
Yeah, when I took a couple of geology classes in college, they emphasized that.
Yeah, that's definitely a rock.
We lost someone.
Oh no.
Wait, did we lose someone? Yeah, Gray left.
Uh-oh. I don't think he meant to leave.
Which one of you killed the Raven?
I have returned. Hello, sorry.
Or Gray?
What happened?
So I noticed Skype was open and I closed the wrong program.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens.
He still
Clarify,
has Skype?
reiterate. I got re-put on when I had to get the new motherboard.
Ah.
God,
Where was I? Right. So players will not save you from when you lick bones, even when there's consequences. I remember this from personal experience.
I
Just
couldn't
like the
stop you.
bone licker.
I was like, are you sure you want to do that? And you're just like, yeah, I'm going to put the bone in my mouth, and neither of the other two players stopped you. So I'm just like, okay. Well, you licked a god's bones, so now you're being electrocuted.
Oh, fuck.
Well-
Anyway.
So it's your turn. Rock licker.
But yeah, Ioanni's gotta look around. He's gotta look up at the frog. So this is the place all the monks lived.
Yes, not much to see of it now, considering, well, millennias and a whole apocalyptic flood to take into account. I mean, this peak used to be just, very short scrubs, short bushes and a few lonely pine trees and, more snow often than not, really. Now there's a whole jungle ecosystem here.
I'm from Tibet.
Was that
Like Mount Everest. Square on Tibet or Mount Everest or something. Are you pulling a water world?
This whole
That's the
thing is
concession since the
Waterworld.
beginning.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, no,
that
this
is
is,
literally the setting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
but I mean, like, is he literally doing a Mount Everest?
No, I just realized this wouldn't be icy because this is still near the equator.
Still.
Depends.
Yeah,
They're
mountains
High
are still
enough
mountains.
it could have snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, oh yeah, this island was much different. Well, it was more of a mountain peak, really. Back when the volcano was still alive, I think. That's where the fire genasi like to hang out. But anyways, the story that I have to elaborate on for the earth and the air is this hillside. Gives a pat on the the rock shelf that they're sitting on. Have you ever heard of stone that listens to the air?
No.
Well, and he does a little flourish, and it's like his flute just seems to appear in his hand, that ivory flute he previously had. He goes, now, here's. And this is more me trying to figure out how he would word this. Sorry, buffering. So, now, it's said that they knew how to sing or play a song that would make even the stones lift up in joy. Well, what you're going to have to play isn't the full song. It's just the important part of this little story, the key. And he does a flourish with his other hand, and there is another flute similar to his, but obviously much older and looks to be like made of yellowed bone. Very, very, very old as he holds it in his hands. Now, I'm sorry, big man. I'm sure musical lessons weren't in your day plan, but he points it to you, Ioanni.
Oh.
And he hops down onto the boulder. Oh, where's Ryoko during this?
Sneaking up on the frog to stab it.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, I can put myself in the map.
Having frog legs tonight. But so
Well, if the Motley's out here, I'll just come out.
and he's holding a flute out in your direction, this little bone flute in your direction, Ioanni.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I say that it's probably best you do this, although if some of you want to try it, who am I to say no? I am just telling you how the key fits in or how the lock how did I the first time, sorry. I am crashing.
Yeah, the key fits the lock.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm just telling you how the key fits the lock. Now, his eyes kind of look over to you, Ryoko. You get. I'm going to assume you are the fastest one in the group, yes?
Yeah, probably.
You can play a violin.
We'll have to keep that in mind.
That's super. Why would you volunteer that information?
Because it was cool and you wanted to do it more.
Music is a gift that should be shared. But
You're not good at it.
you rolled a natural 20, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he goes, well, don't worry. You won't have to perform that way. Now, here, let me show you sort of what I mean. And don't worry about following me just yet. And he pulls up the flute, positions his fingers just so, and plays out this one long continuous note. You actually see the frog throat sac expands, and then he just uses that almost like a bagpipe to hold this one long note. As you see the boulder that he is standing, oh, come on. Motorcycles. Yes, I heard you the first time.
Motorcycle comes out of nowhere and runs him over.
God, I swear it's the same guy. He just rides around the neighborhood revving up his engine because he doesn't have anywhere else to go. But anyways,
I mean, I could give you another reason why he does it.
yeah, he's annoying. But Motley plays this long note, and you see the boulder that he's on literally start levitating up about 5 feet, 6 feet in the air. And then he releases it, and it just falls beneath him. Collides into the ground, nearly taking out probably, Amon and some of your toes, but lands safely without smashing anyone. He goes, now picture that on that. And he just turns around, spreads his arms wide, and is basically gesturing towards the entire small mountain.
Oh. When you mentioned it like a rock, I was like, oh, I could probably build a rock.
Oh, I'm sure you could lift this one up, without too much effort. He gives a pat to the boulder you're on, especially when you get your spinach in you. You won't get that one.
You won't get that one.
Spinach?
God damn it.
Spinach is good for you. You should try it if, still around. Anyways, he's I could, lean into the Waterworld accusation and be like, oh yeah, pre-deluge story. You want to know that one? But no, he goes. See, one of the gifts of the Air Genasi is their breath is basically infinite. Makes them wonderful musicians. You should have hear some of the compositions they could do. Oh, but it was through an alliance, through their friendship with the Earth Genasi, where air befriended Earth and Earth responded to the air, that allowed them to lift up this hillside, this mountain peak. Lift it up so they could hide, which they never wanted to be found. Now, the thing is, none of you are Air Genasi, as far as I can tell, so you're going to have to rely on good old, just pure breath power. You'll have to hold the note specifically. And for as long as whoever you nominate to go rushing in there to find the mechanism to ensure that you can get to the weapons cache hidden beneath this mountain, this hill.
Oh boy.
Kind of on the, in between the sizes, but you know what I mean. There will be, once you find the chamber, it's recessed, so it shouldn't be too hard to find, although this thing hasn't been lifted up in, who knows how long, so who knows what might have burrowed in or made little homes there. Who knows what wheels into the cracks. But someone's gonna have to go in there, find the mechanism, and hit it so that the rest of you can go in and enjoy the spoils of a war that never came to be.
Oh boy.
So, if if Motley was too confusing. You have in your hand, Joanne, a bone flute, which with detect magic still up does have an old enchantment. That if you sustain a specific note long enough, it will levitate this mountain hillside enough for someone to rush in and attempt to locate the recess chamber where they will be able to, as he said, activate a mechanism that will allow the rest of you to traverse as well.
Well, sounds like the order of operations is to someone slap guidance on Ryoko and have her start dashing around like mad.
Guidance?
Sorry, to help with the ability check of investigation or
Oh.
perception.
Enhanced ability would work with that.
Yeah.
I do not have that.
For saving, in case Ryoko needs to make a saving throw, Bless could help.
Yeah, I have bless. You want to bless just in case?
Yeah, I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're
Don't get
doing
squished.
Bless, I can grant Shield of Faith.
Just in case there's something there that wants to smack her, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Since it's three creatures of my choice, I'll also give it to Yuane and Quiet Hearts.
So Ryoko needs to run off and investigate, right?
Underneath the rock, yeah.
So I need to crawl under the rock.
You say crawl under. He goes, no, it will actually levitate to be about 6 feet
Just
tall.
jumps into the air.
And he goes, remember, they still wanted to be able to walk through them themselves, but this was mainly a precaution against the ogres. So it can't go too high, of course. That would have been too easy for them.
Well, alright. Let's see if I can hold a note.
So he's like, all right, now do as I do. And he will show you the finger positions for the flute. And
The flute is very tiny. The flute is very tiny. It has massive hands.
oh, yes, it is. And he goes, you know what? Here, this might help. And he does a little ditty, it's almost like Willy Wonka doing the little on his flute, and then he taps the flute with his, the end of his, and it grows slightly in size to fit your hands better.
Well, that's handy. This
I
would
see what
have
you did
saved
there.
a lot on getting clothes.
Oh, yeah. He kind of just kind of stand because he's like still on the boulder, but he's not even eye level with you. He goes, I can see why.
Yeah, there's a reason why I don't wear shirts. They're too expensive.
Oh, I thought you were just advertising.
Alright. Let's try this.
No reaction from anybody.
I had my voice muted and I was laughing.
Wait, I missed that part. What?
I thought you were just advertising.
Yeah, your eye goes, don't wear a shirt because that much garment is expensive. And Moonsing was like, oh, I thought you were just advertising.
Rayan turns pink.
Whitehurst does not
nods
understand.
knowingly.
Whitehurst does not understand and just looks around confused.
All right, friends, if I die in there, loot my corpse.
You see, Quiet Hearts. It's because
I mean, if you get squished under it, you're not going to be much of a corpse, more like a paste.
Yeah, but there's a lot of platinum that they can get off my body. Is what I'm saying.
I wonder if it would compress it down into a single chunk.
Where'd you get platinum?
And still be valuable. Don't worry about it.
There's the frog chuckle. But he does a little backflip up onto the ridge again. He goes, so Ready? Well, I mean, I guess it's up to you. He just kind of sits up there.
Okay, what am I rolling? What am I rolling here?
Let's see if
So-
I can lift the rock in the first place.
You want to?
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's do a test run. Do a performance check.
Oh boy.
Can I aid you on it with this performance?
You've been playing a squeeze. You learned how to play a squeeze box. You haven't learned how to play a flute.
You could give him guidance, but
I can give him guidance, yeah.
But at that, Motley makes a face. There's no rumble of a rock or anything. He goes, okay, maybe I should. And he kind of hops down. He gets up closer again. He goes, okay, that finger there, this finger there, and he showing you. Okay, try again. This time he'll give you aid because he's now actually showing you how to do it for the test run.
One, just to get the Jack Black saxophone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, motherfucker.
So go ahead and roll.
Yes, I kept clicking another one.
14, better. And this time there is all of you can feel a faint rumbling underneath your feet. You don't see it lift up, but you definitely feel this hillside rumble. He goes closer, closer. Now, once he looks to you, Ryuko. He goes, now get ready. Once it's in the air, you don't know how long he's going to be able to hold it up.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
Hey, question. Water breathing, does that give you gills or just does it magically let you breathe the water?
It magically lets your lungs breathe in the water.
Okay.
That means
now,
I would still need
altars,
to get air in and out.
Yeah, but spells like alter self specifically say give you gills to breathe water. That's but water breathing is just a magical ability to breathe water with whatever structure you have naturally. But because you're able to get a high enough performance on his thing, you now know how to do the note. What's going to happen now is you're going to have to use your Constitution score to see how long you can maintain the note. It's not going to be as long as how long you can hold your breath because that's ridiculous. That would be several minutes worth for Ioane.
Yeah.
But now I know your Constitution actually isn't the highest in the party, but narratively, it just makes more sense for
by
Ioane.
mass. I have the largest lungs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could this is grotesque, but you could probably stitch your lungs together and Quiet Hearts or Rain could fit inside your lungs.
What the fuck?
I've seen a picture. I've seen pictures of how big a horse's lungs fully inflated. They're huge.
We could make an airship out of Ioane's lungs.
Dirigible.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Christ.
Why do you have commentary back there?
Now. You know what? You can do I should have thought more about because there's not really a skill that's associated with Constitution beyond just the Constitution score. You know what? Do not a charisma. That'd be painful. Do a Constitution saving throw.
This is where the bless would come in handy.
No, do just do the regular con check. Saving throw might come into it if you need to maintain it. So, just
no,
Ryoko, you go and you start getting ready to dash as it starts to lift up, and then Ioane, you sputter, and it just collides and hits the ground, and you feel the ground shake. There's like a small earthquake, and it's like, try again.
Is this a good
I-
idea?
I stop
No,
and
not at
I
all.
go to
As he
Yane.
hops over
I go to
closer
Yane.
to the stream.
I go to Yane. I pat him on the arm and say, "Hey, you doing all right?"
Well, it's just, no. Not played
Place
much
has not
flutes
been
before,
kind.
especially when not playing flutes that might squish somebody.
Hey,
Yeah. You want some good luck?
Depends on the luck.
She pecks him on the cheek. Kiss for good luck.
Oh my god.
And a
Please
jump.
roll a fucking 20. I need you to roll a 20 after that.
Roll.
Roll 20.
You get
I
an
need you to do
inspiration.
me a solid.
Constitution with advantage or whatever.
Yeah, you got inspiration. 14.
I want to say that all was in character.
Oh yeah. So it lifts up, and Ryoko, do you roll an acrobatics check?
I'm good at those.
Yes, you are. So it didn't even stop levitating by the time Ryoko starts dashing in. And that was another aspect. Probably a good thing you went in, Ryoko, because it is completely pitch black under here, because this is literally like a mountain top or a hilltop that has been sliced from the ground and is now lifting up, and it is completely black under there. The rest of you see like some of the trees that have been grown around, like roots that have grown down this, they creak and lift up and split as, some topple, some just kind of shift as you see some of you might have to step back because there's like dirt falling and pieces of rock start falling, but eventually it does come to a solid stop at 6 feet tall as Ryoko, you go racing in. Do an investigation check.
Alright.
12. Okay, and I assume you are just doing your full rogue sprint, yes?
I'm Naruto running as you do.
And as you go dashing in, you don't see at the first 100 200 feet that you go, because we're not going like round by round. Actually, no, we would be going round by round. So the first like 90 feet you go, you don't see any recesses, no dips. It's not like a perfectly flat floor. There is like still natural variation. It looks more like this was split or along like maybe a natural seam originally, because of the way that it fits so perfectly. But it's still like not, it looks like it would lock perfectly. It's not like it was like a laser cut through this. But with the 12, you don't see anything yet, but there is a moment where you almost trip over. Not like it's more like an indent in it. It's not like something that's like lifted up. You almost trip over this indent as you look down and see a 8 to 9 feet tall, I guess long in this case, humanoid skeleton, kind of just absolutely pulverized, and you only can tell it's a skeleton because it has been crushed down perfectly into its shape. And if you had to guess, and just quickly running past, that looks ogreish in size and shape.
All right. Well, that's a great sign of how this is going to go.
Yeah, so the rest of you out there, as Motley's like, oh yes, one thing I should have warned you. Them, as you turn around and point, as he, or not, you turn around and see him pointing, shifting out of the face of the rock. You see a humanoid boulder fall down, and then up above, twisting like you hear just the wind suddenly whipping the branches above, as you see a humanoid cyclone form above. Roll initiative. You must protect Ioane.
Oh,
my
dear.
god.
So someone's missing from
Right.
the map.
Oh, it's me.
Bet.
You didn't think it was going to be this easy, did you?
No.
No, as soon as there was a
Well-
map.
I
That's
Yeah,
about
so-
what I expected.
Ryoko, you roll initiative as well because we're moving by initiatives.
Okay.
Earth Elemental, predictably, not very fast. But damn, the Air Elemental, that's fast.
It's fine. I'm not vest either. Ah!
Yeah. Well, you're still faster than the Elemental. They rolled a 2
Well,
because I rolled a 3 and they have a -1.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
elementals aren't
elementals-
fast.
No.
You know what, I should
But
maybe reposition the Air Elemental to be. Yeah. Let's reposition them a bit.
are these like the ghosts of the Genasi?
And when you ask that, Moonsinger's not there.
Damn it!
Rayan, that's just an Earth Elemental. You literally summoned one like a few days ago.
Yeah, we know. I know that, but like, there were Earth Genasi and Water Genasi. So I was like, maybe they're ghosts. Were
So you're
I
there.
don't think that's how it works.
I was just asking questions.
Meanwhile, fluting for my life.
Yeah.
So, Rayan and Quiet Hearts, strength saving throw, please.
What? Oh fuck.
As
No.
you're
Oh, God.
bickering with your group, this elemental comes surging in, whelming both you and as this can enter an enemy space.
Oh, hey, I have bless, so maybe
Wow.
my savings won't be garbage.
Yeah. So
Oh, never mind. Didn't need it.
you are not flung 20 feet in a random direction and knocked prone, but you do take. Wait, does it say you take half damage? Yeah. So half of 3d8 plus 2. You take 8 damage each.
Okay.
And but that's its turn. Ryoko. So I'm going to put you up here, just on the hillside, just to keep you off map or out of the battle area. So Ryoko, roll another investigation as you're dashing ahead.
Is it to see that giant fucking Earth Elemental?
No, you're in the ground.
No, you're much farther in. I've just moved you out of where your token was previously.
Another fucking 12.
Another
Jesus.
12.
Well, it's consistent, I suppose.
Hey, look,
And again-
it's 12, Rayan.
It just looks like a. You don't even see like the other side of the hill. You don't see light on the other side. It's just you just see. It feels like you're in the weirdest, flattest cavern, or most uniform cavern as you're just dashing in, and still you can't see anything. Ioane,
Oh, no.
is there anything you wish to do beyond just trying to maintain the note?
No.
You'll have to, but you might be able to use your bonus action too.
No, I am concentrating fully on ensuring Ryoko is not squished.
Yep, as you hear this whirling tornado right behind you, right next to you. So go ahead and roll a con check.
Oh,
No.
boy. Right, con check, not con save. Oh, no.
Okay, now you roll a con save.
Oh fuck.
How?
You get a certain amount of saves. Okay, You managed to maintain it. What's your charisma bonus?
1.
Charisma?
Not charisma. And I meant to say constitution. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a 3.
Okay, so literally strike 1. Okay, Amon.
Come on, it's my turn. There's an air elemental within striking range and an earth elemental lumbering behind us. Let me look at something real quick. Because I think Amon would probably have enough smarts to be like, okay, these are elementals. Normal weapons probably won't work. So I think he's going to approach the wonderful Mr. Air Elemental who's right here, right next to Ione. And he's going to pull out his magic katana that does magic damage. And
And is blessed with. Oh, wait, no, that's the katana, the plus weapon, right?
yes,
I believe 15 is its AC. Yes.
fantastic.
Okay.
And then he gets to attack again.
Mm-hmm.
I need to relook up on the rules of the Spirit Wind Wakazashi. It's been a second. I have it written down over here somewhere.
It's technically a short sword,
Okay.
like
So,
a +1 short sword, but it has the reaction ability.
Yes. So I think I'm just going to attack with a katana and save that for when it tries to attack me next turn, or if this Earth Elemental shows up trying to attack Ione.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that hits.
Here we go.
11. Nice. Okay. And quiet. Or anything else for your turn? Bonus action or anything?
No, because I want to save those actions for later.
Well, you can't use your bonus action as a reaction.
Yeah, all right. I don't have anything for bonus actions,
Okay.
so you can.
Okay, sorry, someone texted me. So that will be Quiet Hearts. You are being whirlwinded.
So first of all, I'm going to shift over so I can select my token easier.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And that's fine. You just need to drag and select it, and it worked. Anyways. And then, Quiet Hearts ain't happy. They're going to throw the Hexblade Curse on this fantastic gentleman. And
Okay.
are they considered flanking with Rayan, or is Rayan just kind of in the suck?
Rayan is technically in its position. If you shifted, like in to stand in the shallow stream, you would be flanking with Corona.
Okay, I'll do that because it's not going to cost me much movement. Anyways,
And technically, trudging through this would be half movement, but you just shifted over 5 feet.
and oh no, I lost 10 feet. Yeah, it's not
Yeah. It's not a big deal at the moment. So.
Yeah. And okay, everything looks good, so I'm a swing at it. Advantage. 17.
That
My
hits.
God. Oh, right. Blah. Crack for damage.
All right.
Fucking. I thought I triggered something for a minute. Holy shit.
No, I put music on because I was like, oh yeah, battle.
Now you have to fight the Torosk. It's literally a mountain.
Yeah. Anyways, also there's a bonus damage equal to my prof bone. I'll just put that up so it's easier for you to see.
Yeah.
Just making sure I got everything. Yep. And then I'll fucking smite it because it quite hard staying happy. Just level 1 out and to burn anything big.
Okay.
And then
You still have your second swing.
Yep. Second swing, same as the first. 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although wait, you're blessed.
Oh shit, you're right. +4. Yeet. Or
Oh, 16
plus whatever
hits.
that is.
Yeah, it would have hit no matter what you rolled because their AC is 15.
All right. Oh, damn. Donka Karana. And Hexblade Curse. And a happy little smite.
Damn.
Jesus, this went off max.
This thing, you've almost shredded it so far.
Good. Good, because
Just
fuck it.
between you and Amon.
Good. Fuck it. And man, I should have reactioned it, but I did. So that's gonna be in a turn.
Okay, Corona.
Okay. Since I'm flanking, I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit it with the Bident.
Oh yeah. Try rolling again just to see if you can crit.
Okay. Nope. Roll
Okay,
the six.
so let's see, I think elementals are resistant to lightning. Yeah, resistant to lightning and thunder.
Okay. And
So-
then I'm gonna spiritual weapon. Right here. Yeah. Can't flank or
Okay.
anything, so. And then
All right,
hit you.
Ioane, if you're holding this note, it's becoming very chaotic around you.
Mm-hmm.
No, it.
That
it's not gonna hit.
misses.
But it's there now.
And your turn.
Yeah, I was going to move so I wouldn't lose concentration on the bless, but I'll stay here, flank now.
Ryan, your turn.
Okay. I'ma just go right. No, actually, no, here's fine. I'm just gonna aim it away from everybody as I'm getting bombarded by the wind. I pull out my book and just open it up, and pages fly out into this whirlwind. And I'm gonna cast Spray of Cards.
Okay.
That's, I think, too many dice. Is it? No, that's not too many dice. Good lord.
So 60-10.
Is that 6? No, 40-10.
Oh, that's the higher level casts.
Oh.
Are you casting it? What?
No, it's a 4th level, so I'm doing it at 4th level, so it should be 4d10,
Oh, yeah.
not... Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it needs to make a dex save.
Or be blind! Oh, wait, it's an elementalist. Fucker.
So takes half
I'll
damage
take
though,
half damage. Yeah.
which is 14. Yeah. How do you want to do that?
Yeah! I think the cards get the pages get swept up in the whirlwind, but then they the pages straighten up so they're more like cards, and as they're swirling around, they just
Are you giving a whirlwind a paper cut?
Yes.
Yep.
They just tear up and eat the air elemental before the pages.
You
slurp back
somehow
into her
give a
book.
paper cut to an incorporeal being because it is a magical book.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, and then the pages all fly back into her book.
as a great
You do
man,
not
what-
capture it like Card Captor Sakura.
I half expected all the pages to just scrunch up into origami teeth. You
as
just
great
summon a
man
horde of Langoliers.
As a great man once
Okay.
said, you can set a water elemental on fire.
Alright, and I'm gonna... 15, 20,
Leather past.
5,
Come on.
30. Yeah. Hey! Stupid rock! Oh, wait a minute.
Stupid rock! You made me look bad!
Bonus action, I summon my tentacle of the deep,
Okay.
and I whack it.
I'm gonna make a bad guy once where his reaction to being shit talked is to move close to you and smack you once.
19.
Okay, so that actually hits its AC. For one
Hey,
damage.
don't you remember Mulmirth and his special unique reaction if someone interrupts his speech, he fucking
Yeah.
silences them.
Yeah, I
Um,
picked. I adapted that from it was someone made that
Strahd.
for Strahd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
it. I'm gonna name it. Heard you talking shit.
It's a free
uses
reaction.
movement, which is the more important part.
And your turn.
Ed's turn.
Okay. It sinks into the ground.
Oh, right, that's Clyde. I still took away
You
its
feel the
movement, though.
ground rumble beneath your feet.
But how much movement does it have
In
up there?
danger.
Ryoko.
The music
Okay.
got into that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you literally feel a rumble beneath your feet, Rayan, and then Amon and Ioane and Corona, you feel the ground rumble underneath your feet, but nothing emerges. Ryoko, your turn. Do
Okay,
another
what am I doing?
investigation check, please.
Alright.
Don't
I
forget
get
to
another
use your
fucking
blast
12.
either.
21. All right. So you go dashing in, and there's a moment where you step off of what feels like a lip of something, like slightly raised, and you realize that's a little too uniform. And there's just a moment where you pause and look, and there's like what looks to be like a slight stone disc, slightly raised out of the ground, and you look up, and there is like a corresponding indent on the ceiling, and you realize, wait, that might be part of the mechanism he was talking about. And you look around and you realize you notice a few others. You now have a path. You're pretty sure you know which direction they're leading. So you dash off in that direction. Ioane.
Very grateful that the air elemental is gone, but I'm afraid of the earth one now.
Yep. Because you felt the ground rumble beneath your feet.
That reminds me, I need to do a con check.
I feel so bad. Why does it keep making...
Don't
Fate
forget to
really
use-
wants Ryoko to get smashed into a pancake.
What? Don't forget. Wait, why is Bloodheart's rolling a con?
I got hit, and I'm
Concentration.
concentration.
Don't forget to use DZ. Don't forget to use your bless.
That's for saving throws.
Yeah, not
Not
ability
Not
checks
ability checks, unfortunately.
and
Damn it.
attack rolls. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I said enhance ability would have
Oh.
been the one for this.
Yeah, none of us have those spells yet, so.
I actually know what I can do then.
Ah.
Are we kind of between combat, or is combat still ongoing?
No, it's still initiative order. The elemental just moved underground.
Okay. Something I can possibly do then.
Okay. So Ioane with a 10, unfortunately, strike 2. Roll that con save. This one you will be able to roll bless. $15, pretty good. Go ahead and roll that bless just for fun. D4.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice.
con.
So there's a moment, Ryoko, where you're inside and you swear it feels like the rock just suddenly lurches downwards for a moment, and you flinch, but it halts itself as you manage to keep the note continued, even though you felt the ground rumble beneath your feet. So there's no longer the elemental behind you, so you could move if you want. You didn't say you had to stay in the one spot.
What's the best place to go? I'm gonna move over here.
Okay. Before you go, a giant
Uh-oh.
rocky fist bursts out of the ground to try to grab your leg. It's only doing a slam attack of opportunity, but it misses with a natural 1.
Yes!
My keen barbarian instincts.
Yep, it rolled a natural 1, but now you can see where it's popped up from. Because it
Yes,
literally
that-
dashed the 40 feet to get there.
So yes, a man can clench his butt cheeks so hard he double jumps.
You just hear the note go, woo!
Woo.
That's what made it lurch for Ryoko.
You got this, Yoane!
Duding
Yeah.
very desperately.
In 2 different ways.
So, Amon, your turn.
He turns around. It's like, oh, hey, he's here. That's easy enough. Bada bing.
15 misses.
Okay.
The katana scrapes across the stone.
That's
Just not
fair.
quite finding purchase.
That's
Their
fair.
AC is a bit better, higher than the air elemental.
Yeah.
What do you know? You can always touch air.
All right, no, you were one of the ones who wasn't blessed. Unfortunately, oh yeah, I was gonna say even if you flanked with Corona, that second one wouldn't hit.
Nope.
Okay, you could move into position. You still have your movement and bonus if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have it. I don't remember if there's really anything I can do as a bonus action.
You don't
Actually,
have
there
your action
is.
surge
There
anymore.
is. I can channel divinity to do ward the vulnerable. As a
Hey.
bonus action, I can place a protective ward for 1 minute on a number of creatures up to my charisma modifier that I can see in 60 feet of you. The first time a creature under your ward would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, it instead drops to 1 hit point and the ward ends for it. So I can do that for up to 2 people. So I would say probably Mr. Doot Doot. And can I see Ryoko or no?
Ryoko is out of sight.
far
She's
away at
been
this
running full mode speed.
That's fair. Then I'll do it to Kurano because Kurano is right there.
Okay. And Glitter, it's your turn.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna use a bonus action to flippity flap down the track. Hit hello Ione. It's like they are going to quickly take off their pendant, and they are going to. Where's the damn thing? Ah, there you go. They're going to slide a their pendant over Iwane's neck. This is they have Boon of the Talisman, so basically you can roll a d4 on ability checks,
Oh, nice.
which because you keep scooting by or missing it by just a little.
Hey, that's a Rygax talisman.
Well, actually, it's a augmented Fey talisman. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, it's the
It's the dragonfly
dragonfly.
part. The chain that holds it up suspiciously looks like tentacles twisted about each other. So
Maybe the backside of the little token is the Regax eye.
Yeah, the eye within a mouth.
Anyways, then I'm going to use my normal walking speed. It's 5 feet. This is doubled now because I'm in the fucking water. 20. Okay, and did giving I wanted the talisman like cost my action?
Uh,
I don't think so.
maybe
'cause you're
securing it
hiding-
around his neck might have been, but you could have just like tucked it into his belt loop or pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, handing off an item isn't really considered like a bonus or main
I
action.
think it's,
So yeah,
I think it's
that's
a free action because you get the one free
so-
action. Okay. Then I'm going to use my action to shoot the rock elemental. Maybe.
do it.
Where is my? There's my happy little Eldritch Blast that never misses.
That one, you see a rock chip go off, but it doesn't seem to have the impact that you wanted.
Yeah, I know.
Nope. Yeah, these two solar beams just kind of scrape across it, not really doing much against it.
It's yeah. We don't have the third one yet. That's my turn then.
And Corona.
Okay, so I'm measuring something here.
I see that.
If I hit him here with something, will it do anything to the stone itself over there? Like, will it fuck up Ioane's playing things if it's really loud?
Oh, the boulder, that was just so that Moonsing would Motley use that as a
A
landmark.
touchstone,
It's not
if
actually
you would.
enchanted.
Okay,
So,
A reference point.
then nothing
and
I
technically,
do...
like when I move it, yeah, it's not touching the boulder.
Okay, so then nothing I do here will interfere with that?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Shatter
Okay.
at 4th level.
Okay.
So that'll do
Are you
5d8,
maxing it?
and I'm maxing it. And
To,
Shatter
which
does
is how much?
Shatter would do 40, but it's made of stone.
Yeah, and it's
Well, that-
vulnerable to the thunder damage. So you did 80 damage to it. Or well, if it fails the save.
If it fails to save, it'll take a lot of damage.
It's a con save.
I believe so. So it's probably got a good con. But it'll
Yeah.
take half of it, which is 40.
We are very serious about. Oh my god!
Damn.
Yep,
So
they've
it
got good
succeeded,
con.
but still, that's
Yeah, we are very serious about keeping our party members safe. Apparently.
yeah. Ryoko, you'll hear the now familiar thunder boom of Corono's favorite spell, and you realize there's probably combat going on out there.
Yeah, but I'm it's almost certainly having to do with keeping me up here. So
Yep. So
And then for my bonus, I can move my little dude and see if he can actually do anything.
yeah, it just jiggled when the thunder the shockwave hit it.
17?
That's its AC.
Okay. So just enough.
Yeah.
Wait, since it looks like a lightning bolt, it's literally the lightning attacking after the thunder.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Which is not the right way around.
I mean, that's what I said. The thunder rattle, why it was evocative in the Fiddler's Green. The thunder would show up, and then the lightning would strike. That was, magic. But anyways,
So 5 force, which is not the greatest, but it's not terrible either.
oh yeah, it's chipping away. So unless you wanted to move, Rayan, your turn.
All right.
Music was a little intense, but
Yeah, we're. I mean, no, it's not.
it's an intense situation for Ryoko.
Where's the entrance? Where did Ryoko go inside?
Basically, like where Amon's standing. Like Amon's standing at where you see
Okay.
these hills, like the cliff sides, it
It's
lifted
in
up.
here,
It's not like a tunnel. It's not like a tunnel open. The entire hillside is levitating 6 feet in the air.
All right.
Like when you did this, there was like a flock of birds that just went careening into the sky because like, oh, what the fuck is going on? You know,
Okay,
from
well,
everything
I'm
that's
going
on
to
there.
run to like the entrance of it. Going to look to the. God damn it! Sorry, some shit fell over.
I heard that from my side of the wall.
Going to look at this elemental. Hey, Ioane, you're doing great. And I'm
Can't
gonna look
really
at the
answer you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at the elemental, and well, two can play at that game. And I'm gonna cast summon elemental
Okay.
as like a piece. I mean, this is just for flavor, but like a piece of the rock elemental pulls itself away from the rock elemental, and I'm summoning a rock elemental.
Okay.
You can't escape underground now,
Well,
fucker.
It's not like it pulls away from it. It's some of the pieces that were blasted off from the shatter coalesce into it.
Yeah.
You can't pull from the thing itself. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
You did use you're going to use basically its own arm that got blasted off to slap it.
Its arm gets up. The arm gets up. Look at the rock elemental. Okay. Spell attack modifier. So I'll roll an Eldritch Smash for to hit. Fuck.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. That'll be 8, 9, 10, 12. 16 damage. Force.
Force? Okay.
Let me double check. No, bludgeoning damage.
Well, I guess technically, since an elemental is a magical creature, its attacks count as magical weapon. So it takes the full damage.
Okay, second strike. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's specific rim again. Oh, but it's still 9 damage.
Okay. This thing's looking beat up.
You can make it. My tentacle can make it to here. Bloop.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand like right at the mouth of this. Well, you know where Ryoko went in, thinking, okay, she's probably gonna come back this way, and I want to be right there when I want to see her when she gets back. You know.
Okay.
That's turn.
Okay. Let's see. No longer slowed, but it is going to take an attack of opportunity from Amon and Corono. Actually, no, just Corono.
Is it moving
Just
out of my
Corono,
elemental?
because it is going to slide partially into the ground underneath.
Okay, well, we'll take it. We'll smack it. Come on.
Yeah, still technically in your rest of. Oh, that hits.
Oh, hey, hi, Rocky.
So, okay. And it's going to, as it comes up, it's going to try to, Shoryuken you, Rayan.
Okay.
Oh, that's the elemental step blocker. I was like, why does it have whirlwind?
Fuck, that hits.
Okay, so it punches you up into the ceiling, and then it's going to come down with its remain. It's only has one arm left, but it's going to come down and try to smash down on Amon.
You know what? Is that on me or Amon?
First one on you, second one on Amon.
Okay.
On, you
as-
take 9 damage, unless you want. Well, no, even with your Wakizashi, you want to be able to deflect that.
I will though with the reaction. No, actually, no. I just roll the. You take 7 damage.
Okay. You there, Gray?
Yeah, I'm here.
So
Yeah,
you take
that's
7
a
damage
typical-
because.
Reduces 2 damage that you took, right?
Okay.
They try to grab the wrist, but it's, a boulder falling down.
Rand is
Six-
2D at the moment.
That is fair. And you're right, I wouldn't fix anything, so 7 damage.
And Ryoko. Your turn.
Investigate.
Sorry this hasn't been very interesting for you, but so yes, do another investigation check. This time the DC will be lower now that you've noticed the path you need to go. Ooh. Okay. That
Well-
figures. As you're in there, you kind of trip over what feels like a hole in the ground. I think you
Okay.
look and you realize there's like thankfully you don't twist your ankle or break it. Like a dog or like a horse hitting a prairie dog hole.
We're gonna
But-
have to put her down.
Oh God! But it's not too big. But you do see what looks like something has burrowed through this because you look up and there's a matching borehole. And in your moment of panic, you think you're like worried that maybe something will come crawling out because you do hear what sounds like skittering, like a trilling sound of like insects and skittering. But
Nope, fuck
so
that.
you weren't able to make your search for this round. Ioane.
Screaming inarticulately.
In the flute.
Mhm. Oh boy.
Okay, now that you're no longer being harassed by elementals, you seem to find your groove. You're starting to get a little lightheaded because this is going on for quite some time yet. But you're a big guy, you got big lungs. And
Very worried about Ryoko getting squished, so he's putting all of his might into
yeah, might be starting to cry a little bit, just oh God.
it because of the stress. It's like, oh
Yeah.
god, if I stop playing, Ryoko's gonna be smashed into a pancake.
She'll be pressed into wine.
I'm gonna get cubed.
It's gonna look like a Looney Tunes character.
Oh no. Oh God. Judge Muldoon getting run over by the steamroller. Or Judge Doom, not Muldoon.
Mhm.
Anyways, so yeah, you seem to find your groove. Well, not really a groove, but on your turn. Unless you wanted to move or anything you want to.
Oh yes, preferably further away from the Earth Elemental.
Now, I will say that as you're not sure about the range of this flute, I will say you
Yeah,
probably don't want to get.
he's not going
too
to go
far.
very far. He's not going to run off the map, but how about over here? Beyond the cover of a tree. Maybe it's stupid.
Yeah, as you go in there, you hear like a creak in the branch above you, and you tense as you look up and you find where Moonsinger Motley's been watching. He gives just a little wave. He's like, "You're doing great."
There is a very cross look across his face.
Dude,
It just gives you,
thankfully.
he shoots you double thumbs up. Amon, your turn. There's an elemental that just smacked you in a ray.
Yes, there is. Damn it.
If you step under the underhang of the thing, you could get advantage for your next strength.
Oh, yeah, that hasn't been working out great.
Dang. Yeah, unfortunately, your katana, this bladed weapon, just cannot seem to find purchase on this
Ow.
rocky exterior. And really, it's only because it's magical that you're not worried about breaking a delicate weapon like that. Sorry, this hasn't been your encounter, Amon.
That's fine.
Quite hurts. Unless you wanted to more move or bonus action.
No. I don't think there's really anything right now that helps. So.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action, flippity flat my happy ass here.
Flippity flat.
Then I'm going to use my 5 foot of movement to step, and I'm going to smack it.
Okay.
I think I've lost.
No
Hexblade
flanking
curse.
at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I've lost Hexblade Curse, I believe. Yep.
Can you reapply it? Or no, that's normal hex that you can reapply.
Normal Hex.
Right. Yeah, I get those two mixed up sometimes just because, you know.
Yeah, I know. I think they needed to either combine them or do a bit of shot keeping, whatever. Point being, I'm gonna hit this thing with a very blunt instrument.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
Correct.
Okay.
Do I want to burn spells on them? Yeah.
15 damage. Well, how do you want to do it?
Oh.
Because that one hit was enough to finish it off.
I guess
as it's distracted with Amon.
This is it's crumbling and cracking. Quietards comes up from behind it, just takes a hammer right to the thigh, cracks the thigh off, and the thing begins to lurch backwards. The arms pinwheeling, and then just just hits the back and crumbles.
Nice.
Just, I don't know. Silly kill. Let's do that.
Yeah. So it crumbles to pieces after your group has been crushing it, and let's see. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's it on my turn.
Okay. Now, Corona, we're still technically in initiative. Is there anything you wish to do?
I guess I'm going to move over here, just in case I need to be here to pull Ryoko out of the hole.
Okay.
You and me are both like, ready? Ready?
Yeah, and
have I gotten what I need from the hole yet?
Nope. Yeah, Rayan, she is so far beyond your dark vision range. You have no idea where she went. She is several hundred feet in by this point. So, elemental's down.
It's alright, guys.
Top of
had a good
initiative
run.
order.
I'm gonna strangle this frog.
You feel the ground rumble and the air start to swirl again.
Ryoko kissed Ioane. She's gonna die pretty happy.
I forgot what the initiative order was for the air elemental.
No!
I mean, it wasn't lips to lips, but it was something.
It was like 23 or something like that.
Yeah, it crit, so.
No, is it another one?
They're gonna
Came
keep
back at the
coming.
top of initiative.
Fuck.
Actually, go right here. And make a hit at one at Amon, one at Quiet as it slips underneath the. Oh, one at Quiet
Does not
Miss.
hit.
And then at Amon.
Nope.
Both miss. Oh no, I closed the initiative. Ryoko. Again.
Wait, Grana went, but I didn't get to go.
Oh, yes, your turn.
Oh,
Shoot.
good. Yes,
Sorry.
then this doesn't count. Oh no, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, you would have had your turn before they appeared. I messed up. So they have not shown up yet.
Oh damn it. Okay.
Unless you want to sacrifice your upcoming turn to skip ahead.
No. God, I have no spells left.
I had to keep this, intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will bring the my tentacle. God, I have. Where's Iguana? Iguana, where'd you go?
He's down
Up
in the tree.
trees.
Oh, okay. No, you're all the way down there. You should be fine. God damn it! Then I guess I do nothing then. I keep an eye out for Ryoko.
Okay. So, Ryoko.
Mm-hmm.
9, huh?
No. That one doesn't count. That was out of turn order.
Roll a d4.
It doesn't
Oh.
count. That was out of turn order.
That's not for,
Ability checks.
Bless doesn't count for ability checks.
Doesn't it?
No,
Just
just
saving
attacks and
throws.
saving throws.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's what I mean. Guidance helps with ability checks or enhance ability, which
Well, you know, everybody's got to eat shaving cream sometime, as they say.
well,
Oh
thankfully,
man.
Ryoko, you are looking around. You're upset about that burrow hole that you found and the growing sound of insect chittering and buzzing. But thankfully, it seems the roof is holding steady as you're looking around, and you just can't seem to find this recessed chamber that Moonsinger Motley was talking about. Iwane, your turn. Technically, Amon should be going because his dexterity is definitely higher than Iwane's, but whatever. Well, having Ryoko and Iwane go at the same time kind of fits. Since
Mm-hmm.
Her
Okay.
life is in his hands.
now, because
No!
I was going to say, because you had the natural 20 last time, you would have advantage.
Okay.
You should have raged. Bigger lungs. Even if it only
It
got
doesn't
loud.
work that way, I'm afraid.
But no,
Someone
you
would
had
have been
advantage.
having to smack him each turn to maintain the rage, and that
No,
would be
it's
like,
fine.
"Brr."
He can let it burn out. He just needs it up for a round to make that round better.
Yeah, no. So yes, because you rolled before I said you have the advantage, so you get the 17, and it maintains. You won't have advantage for the next one, but you are managing to maintain it.
Oh
Now,
my god.
come on. This is tense, huh?
Like, turns around, the air elemental's back. It's just like, fuck.
Everybody's gangster until a non-game over is possible. Or non-standard defeat comes up.
He's
That's my
gonna,
puzzle.
with the
Oh,
air
well.
elemental right there, you might as well bada bing, bada boom that boy.
Oh, you could shift to flank with the White Arts.
They're true. I could shift to flank.
Yeah, this boulder on the map's kind of shifted a bit because of all the earth elementals pushed it and the rock. Both elementals have pushed it. So, dang, both
Yeah.
hit. 19 on the natural 20 hit.
Shred that bitch.
So, 26. Dang.
And then as a bonus, bada bing, bada boom. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you have smites.
I'll just do one for now.
10. All right. What color is your smites?
Green.
Nice. Anything else for you? Movement?
Nope. I
White
moved
Arts.
my a little bit.
Okay. Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, just quiet for a minute.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for your turn.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I can do a thing, so I'm gonna do it now. I'm going to channel divinity and rebuke the extraplanar. Hello, friendly elemental. So he needs to do a yes.
You might accidentally turn red. She counts as an aberration.
Fuck it. What's the save?
Wisdom.
Charisma?
Wisdom.
It's a wisdom save, DC 16. You just have to move 30 feet away.
Yep, so are you blessed though? Oh, you want to be able to pass even with blessed.
Yeah.
So
Is that
you
on
have
my
to
turn
run.
or right now?
Must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. So,
Okay.
thankfully, where you're angled, you're not going to be running under the mountain. You're going to be running towards the elemental. Just because the elemental's that block.
This is fine.
But let's see if the air elemental succeeds. And that was a wisdom save.
What is the
DC
visual
16.
of this?
Fails. And is the earth elemental close enough? 30 feet? Yeah.
You need to get the fuck away.
Yep, you're within range. So.
It has been a hot minute since I've done this because very few things actually qualify for Rebuke the Extrapolator.
Yeah, so everything around you that would qualify for it has started to fun. Wait, Ryan, roll for your elemental.
Oh no! It's
Sorry.
no! What
This
is
is so
wisdom? Okay, it's just a straight D20.
Ryoko's just gonna see a stone Ryan running in a panic past her.
Oh my god!
Well, they're fine.
What the fuck?
Your rock self is less afraid of your them friend than you are.
Yeah. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, Corona, your turn. Unless you wanted to move quiet hearts. Oh wait, no, that was your.
That was my action. It's not a full action or anything.
Okay.
It has been a hot minute, so I'll just reiterate how it looks when they rebuke the Extrapolator. Like they literally they raise their weapon above their head, wings extended, and just this all the eyes just literally focus on one target, including the fucking eye spots on the wings. And it's just a sense of, you best be moving, boy, or you're gonna get your ass ruined. And yeah, that's it, basically. Just extremely unnerving to the point that fucking sentient puff of the elements runs away.
Yeah. So, anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here because he needs to run 30 feet away, and I don't want to fuck that up and make him go a different direction.
Yep, on his turn.
Yeah, I know.
Corona.
But he can't get close to me anymore.
Yeah, right.
You saw this earth elemental start lumbering towards you, and then there was a flashbang behind you, and now it's like starting to turn away.
Yeah, he's all by himself over there, so I don't have to worry about hitting anybody. So once again, I'm going to shatter him at 4th level and do full damage.
Does frightened give disadvantage on... What does frightened? Oh, on ability checks and attack rolls. Okay, so saving roll will be unaffected.
Constitution, I believe, yeah. I know he's got good con, but...
Just enough.
Just enough. Still, he'll take 40 damage again.
Wait, I thought because he's a construct, he has disadvantage on the save.
Elemental.
Oh, he is an elemental, that's right, never mind.
It's not class construct.
Creature made of inorganic matter. Oh, well, a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone. So, you're right. Let me do that again.
Never mind.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
80 damage!
Yeah, it went from full health to almost dead. As you just... How does the thunder rip this apart? It's still alive, but barely.
Yeah, it's turning away, and then it's just suddenly a burst of sound, and you watch cracks start to form in the inorganic rock that it's made out of. It's just like something cracked it on the head, and it just runs down the body parts.
Nice. Yeah, and several large chunks do carve away from this, but it's still standing.
And then bonus
Anything else
action,
for your turn?
I'm gonna bonus action. I'm just gonna let the little dude try again and to hit this air elemental
Alright.
before it runs off, because it can't chase it.
Yeah.
the poor little bastard can only go so far. No.
Nope. Alright, and Rayan, your turn.
Haha, haha. Her what visible eye, like, you know, like when the pupil shrinks. Oh God, I'm going far away.
Yeah, you just see Rayan just turn and start sprinting at the elemental. Oh wait, no, she's running right past it.
Do I still have an action?
You use your.
Oh, you have to use your
Do
action
I have
to
to
dash.
dash?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
There's a reason why it's a really big thing to do to your DM. And your party members, apparently. The plus side to your harm's way.
The tentacle turns to watch her go.
You and your elemental.
Yeah.
Your rock self is just like, where is she going?
Yeah. The tentacle.
So Chrono.
Actually. No, I'm
13
glad that
does
missed.
not hit.
I'm glad that missed because I would have taken movement away, so I didn't want to do
Oh yeah,
that.
true.
So Chrono's just
What is that, Chrono?
watching the rock guy fall apart, and then she watches Rayan just sprint out of the corner of her eye, and then she watches her go into the woods like, where the fuck are you going?
Oh yeah, my summon. It's
Yeah,
turn
your summon
now.
can still. Yeah. Because your last command was to attack the hostile elemental, so it's still going.
Goddamn. It's rolling fucking good.
Yeah, that hit.
9 damage.
Well, it rolls good to hit, but its follow through is a little.
Little, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, second one not so much. You're trying to hit scared air.
Can you bring someone with you if you burrow?
No. You can't.
Depends on you could see the thing is are you trying to have your elemental drag someone with it?
The thought is, could it like start trying to find Ryoko and like pull her like up or like down out of the range of getting smushed for a second so you ought to
There's
breathe?
no
The
no.
Earth
Who's
Elemental.
saving me? I'm like
Elemental-
several hundred feet down at
Yeah,
this
you're not-
point.
I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to help Ryoko in this
That-
moment. I almost,
Listen,
I almost
it's
said
all
Ray, you
right.
can't help
I
Ray
had a
next.
good run.
It's fine. I was just asking a question. Jeez.
Yes,
Yep.
to
I'm
clarify,
okay.
Rayan, what a Earth Elemental has is Earth
Oh,
Glide.
mine's
They
a
can't.
burrow ski. It doesn't have
Yeah, so-
Earth Glide.
Unless
What
it
is the Earth
specifically
Elemental?
mentions that it can dig a tunnel behind
Tunnel?
itself, it can't do that, sadly.
Because otherwise the burrowing speed is assumed that whatever it digs collapses underneath behind it. Or in the case of an elemental earth glide, they just don't dig, they just
Move
go
through it.
That I knew, but I don't have Earth Glide. I was kind of hoping I did it first, but
Yeah, unfortunately your
okay, it's fine.
Hey. elemental's turn. Grrr.
Let's
Run
definitely
away.
out of my fucking rage now.
Wait, no.
What if it just
burrows? It just goes straight down.
What if it left the fucking range of the mountain animating it so it just crumbles to dust? You scared
Yeah,
it
no,
so
it just-
bad that it committed non-existence.
Yeah, you just see it like just sink into the ground and just keep going.
I too would, if I could do that, I wish I could do it. Just,
Yeah. Homer Simpson into the ground.
yeah. It's like, I'm not
So-
dealing with this. Just sinks to the earth.
So, Elemental, Amon, and Quiet Hearts, you each get an attack of opportunity. It tries dashing away.
Oh, no smacky.
Soft 20.
And I'm feeling like
Oh,
a
dang,
bitch.
you all hit.
I'm feeling like a bitch, so I'm smiting on that reaction. Whack.
11 damage.
You know what, Raven? That's a brilliant idea.
By the way, Viashino Paladin's the funniest mix I've ever done. Because they can, as a reaction, slap something that slapped them, and then
Oh,
smite.
yeah.
Absolutely hilarious.
So, okay. Let me do some math here.
I did 11.
Yeah, 14 for base. Ah. 9 damage. I'm just going down the list so I can keep it, and then 15. Oh. 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 Oh my god. How do the
What?
three of you want to do that? Quiet Arts and Amon focus.
Jesus.
You want to wishbone it?
We're wishboning it. Just
Yeah.
like-
It tries to move, but somehow the U2 and the elemental manage to like grab a part of it, and it just as it's trying to move, it just pulls itself apart.
That's fucked up.
It's not
Oh,
like, it gets to be like the elemental grabs it, and as it's like trying to run away, Amon Quiet Arts just bisect it.
Yeah, the your elemental, just through elemental magic, Earth should not be able to grab air, but it shouldn't be able to move on its own either. Grabs onto the essence of this elemental, which was at half health, and as the katana and Morningstar carve into it and crash into it, it's the paired smites that basically detonate the elemental core, scattering the storm. So, elemental's down again. All right, Ryoko. Investigation
Well.
check, please.
Let's find this fucking thing. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Hey! Take that, God!
And as you go dashing in, you see those what looks you really hope might be pillars that would rise up out of the ground. You see more of them as they seem to get denser, almost like a concentric circles. As you realize you go dashing in, and there's like a little mote of light that you see ahead. It almost looks like a firefly. But as you dash forward, thankfully, because it was a crit, you are able to catch yourself from plummeting into an open pit as you realize you have found the recess where you see through your eyes, you see various what looks to be like stone crates and other assorted things scattered about in this large recessed chamber where you see there is like a staircase descending into it from a different angle, but you're able to hop in there. Now that you're in, you realize that it is deep enough that if it collapses, you will not be crushed. You are in no longer danger of being crushed, but now you have to find the mechanism to lift up the mountain. So,
Okay.
go ahead, and because you had that natural 20, go ahead and roll another investigation check, this time with advantage.
Alright. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Because technically, I'll
No
say that
whammies,
because
no-
you got that. Okay, you'll have to keep searching, but with that natural 20, you're able to find it without expending your full range of action, so you're able to start that search on this round. But
Okay.
so, Ioane, as far as you know, you still have to maintain this levitation.
Yep. Oh boy.
Especially now that Amon and Quiet Heart are partially underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay. Still doing good. You're getting really red in the face, though. Not sure how much longer you're going to be able to do this. Yeah. So for the rest of you, Amon, so we're pretty much out of combat because, let's see. Do they roll at the end of their turn to see if they resist it?
I think so.
Oh, no. On a failed save, the creature is stuck for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Oh.
Sorry, Rand. You're gone for a minute.
Oh no!
Rand, you keep running.
We're out of combat. You don't have to keep running.
I'm not! There's an elemental here somewhere and an angry Quiet Hearts!
Well, the elemental's going to be diving for as long as the minute is, too. So,
I don't know that. I just saw Quiet Hearts get really scary and it freaked me out for some reason.
yeah, so you go.
Fear into not God.
So, yeah, we're technically out of combat.
Bye, guys!
If you guys want to move out from underneath the levitating mountain,
Yes,
Please.
you
please.
can.
Right.
Yoink.
Yep, so. I mean, I guess I could just have the air elemental come back, but another one spawn. But okay, Ryoko, one more time. This time, just a normal investigation check.
All right. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Why do I keep Xing out of my fucking character sheet? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
There you go.
All right. You stop looking at some of these podiums and what almost look like sarcophaguses with stone lids. Realize you're not going to be able to open those, and why would they put a mechanism like that underneath? So you start looking at the walls, and you find what feels like well, you can see it because of your super dark vision, but you see what looks like a flat stone panel that's been carved into the stone, but through your keen investigation skills, you realize the panel slides. As you put your hand on it, there's feels like an imprint of like a hand, like it was meant for a hand to go there, and you push it, doesn't go in, but then when you slide it, it slides upwards, and you hear this you feel this rumble underneath your feet and through the wall as you're touching it. Then you hear this grinding of stone. As you peek up ahead, you look up and you see surrounding this recessed chamber, you see these stone pillars rise up, and there's this thud, thud, thud as they seem to rise up in sequence in these rows, expanding outwards from this chamber. And the rest of you, as you're tensely waiting for either more elementals to show or waiting for the silence of the flute to fail, as Ioane possibly finally reaches the end of his breath, and Ioane, you're getting so close. Your vision's starting to black out. Your lungs are screaming.
Tears are streaming down his face because, as far as he knows, if he stops, someone is going to die.
This is worse than when you've been near drowning, because you are forcing the air out rather than trying to hold what little you have in.
Yeah.
And it is. You're just trying to find just whatever little reserves, but the rest of you hear approaching this boom, 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 boom that gets louder as it approaches, and you see eventually Rayan and Quiet Hearts, because you can see probably the furthest in dark. You see these pillars. Oh yeah, Quiet Hearts. You see these pillars rise up and settle into the roof, and Ioane mercifully. Above you, you hear a clapping. It goes, well done, well done. You can breathe, friend, please, before you fall over in the river.
You all right over there, Ioane?
You look over, and the moon singer's on the pond on a lily pad that wasn't there. Like one of those giant lily pads that wasn't there previously.
He lumbers over and he picks up the frog.
Jeez.
But he's too busy trying to get air into his lungs. He doesn't have anything to say, so he just chucks the frog into the sky.
Oh my gosh.
I understand.
He Team Rockets that little fucker.
Yeah, he just goes flag. Yeah, and you're just here. I understand. Ding.
The moon. I'm putting the moon singer back where he belongs, on the moon.
Chromie comes back down and lands on a still running Rayan.
I almost had him do that.
Do it.
No, you've run pretty far in a minute. That's 60 feet.
He just got chucked.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my god, it's funny.
the moment's fast. Eventually, your panic passes, and you are alone in the jungle.
Oh
Except
god.
for maybe Ventra.
Ventra?
Yeah, she would have.
Where?
What's that?
We can't hear you.
Oh, what?
Where are we?
She kind of flits around. Doesn't seem to really know.
Can you fly up and see if you can see where the others are?
And yep, she goes zipping up above the tree line and starts looking around. And you know what? Do a perception check with her with advantage, because what she's looking for isn't hard to find.
Oh no. Soon, Ventra, you'll be able to do things.
There's always that like delay when you do rolls for that's like it's like the slot machine counting down.
And
10? Well, that was the DC because she's literally looking
Okay.
for a mountain that's the mountain that's slightly higher now. She's like,
See,
oh,
I
this
thought
way.
you would get distracted by something that's just particularly red or something.
No, it wasn't a very high DC because she followed you in a straight line, or as close to a straight line as you could, sprinting through
Yeah.
a jungle.
Animals have
But,
good
yeah.
sense of direction. Or
Yeah.
something.
Eventually, yeah. So you start walking back. Ryoko, how you doing? Oh, by the way, when you hit that switch and the levers went up, there are these like crystal sconces that were set into the walls that you didn't really notice in the dark begin to faintly glow. They're not the brightest. It seems their enchantment might, just over the eons might have slowly faded, but there is like a dim light down here.
Okay.
You're able to stop and catch your breath because you were sprinting pretty hard.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna keep looking for the thing, I guess.
Well, I mean, you found it. This is the chamber. And you look around this chamber as you see there's no like wooden crates or anything. You just see this is actually would be very well preserved. You see these wooden chests and crates kind of lined up along the walls. You see what almost looks like stone sarcophagi with wooden lids, in other places. Yes. You do even see what looks to be in one corner, looks to be an old, very old, it looks well preserved, but it's been cold for a long time. You find an old forge. And when you look straight up above it, there is what you see a hole that seems to, or like, almost like a grate drilled into the hole, into the stone above it where smoke would escape. As you realize this looks to be like once upon a time, an underground forge or workshop. And when you crack open one of the crates, inside you see rows upon rows of weapons.
Guns.
Well, they didn't have guns back then.
All right. So now I gotta schlep all these out of here, huh?
Well, the rest of
Preferably with
you
help.
you see the pillars rise up and the mountain is staying up without Ioane's needing to blow the whistle.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna go in. He's got to personally check on Ryoko, otherwise his anxiety's not gonna stop. He's
So-
just madly jogging into the darkness.
Yeah.
He can't see. Oh wait, he's got the
Yeah.
goggles on.
Yeah, you have the goggles of dark vision. So the rest of you, some of you might pull out lights or summon lights, but yeah, eventually, Ryoko, do you go and lead them to it? Because it's not like a straight line. So you start going, and eventually you find each other in this now almost maze of pillars that have risen up.
I found the weapons cache. Was there a fight outside?
This 9-foot-tall man just charges you and sweeps you up into a bear hug.
Which is really funny because the ceiling is only 6 feet tall. So
Yeah,
he's
so
like
he's crunched over.
God, it's like in the what do they call it? The dungeon sweeper from Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like that, seeing him just fill the entire space, just charging through you.
Yeah, he's got you in a tight hug. Oh, you were gonna be squished.
Oh no, I'm all right. I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry you guys went through all that.
He has not let go of you. There were a few times I almost broke concentration. Like, there was rocks and wind and...
Yeah, this was pretty harrowing. But we got through it. We got the prize, so it's all okay. Okay. She does her best to pat Ioane on the back, given
More
the
like
nature
patting him
of
on
this,
the shoulder because you can't reach.
or like the flank, I suppose.
I thought I was going to kill you.
Oh. Well, you didn't, and you did a very good job. So, look at that.
Look at that.
Lucky after all, huh?
Oh my god.
And you hear from somewhere, you don't see him, but you hear Moonsinger from probably behind one of the other goes, "I believed in both of you."
He's just floating above us somewhere in the stratosphere.
Moonsinger Motley is in our ears.
Well, you've heard about those frogs that get picked up in like typhoons or tornadoes and get launched through the storm clouds.
That's how he travels.
It piggybacks on Black Rack storms.
If this continues for a bit, she's gonna pat you a bit more reassuringly and say, I had no worries, because you always look out for girls when they're in need.
Aww.
That's sweet.
It's what got you here in the first place, so I knew I'd be safe.
Aw.
It's okay. I trusted you, and that worked out.
Thanks.
So it's okay.
Hello?
Yeah, you would have all caught up by this point.
But Rayan doesn't really, bring up what happened to anybody. She just, hurries down first.
Right, so we got a lot of things to get here, and it's a lot to schlep. So it'd be best if we all work together.
You hear?
I'm assuming the rest of you are back there. I can't really see past.
Ryoko, you hear and then from behind you, but in front of.
Okay, so Rand does have feet or legs. Got it.
Oh wait, that's right. No.
So
the wet slapping of a squid moving very quickly.
Slapping of squid, and then
it's like someone's gonna run in diving flippers.
Rayan jumps up and grabs onto you. and it hugs you from the other side.
Like, are you
Oh,
able
yeah.
to get through though?
Yeah, it's up
Oh yeah,
now.
no, it's not like a tunnel. It's
Yeah, but wasn't
think a
Ioane like?
short version of the Mines of Moria.
Ioane is hunched over because he's huge.
Yeah, but I feel like. Okay, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, they can get around you all. It's 'cause that was one of the
It's
things
just a matter of
your problem
height.
was. Yeah, like that was one of the things you were having to deal with, Ryoko, was it wasn't like a straight sprint down a tunnel. You were trying to find where in this darkness where a no landmark spot was. You're trying to find a hole in the darkness. That's why it was so difficult. And you realize that you probably ran past it at one point before you like found the path again and doubled back, because it's fairly close to where you started. Moonsinger Motley didn't have you start like at the farthest point.
Yeah, the problem is the only problem is like, oh, this was meant to keep out ogres. One of your party members is ogre sized.
Yep. But yeah, once Ryoko, either leads you or points the way as you carry her, you get to this recessed chamber, and it is, if the cave was, if the mountaintop was lowered, it would still be like a normal sized room of like 10 feet tall.
Mhm.
And they just wanted that. And as you're going in, Ryoko, you might point out the pulverized ogre skeleton. So that's nearly fossilized by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
point where you're walking and you turn to the side and you just see these two glowing, bright, big eyes in the darkness before realizing, oh, it's Salon.
yeah, we look and suddenly we see the eyes and Ray and just shrieks. Oh wait,
Yeah, I'm just imagining now a larger dinosaur holding a Trudon like a flashlight.
They're not
Um,
fully glowing; they just reflect like a cat's eyes in the dark. They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
also
oh,
the
yeah.
size of a fucking baseball.
But that's just a hilarious idea.
The seeing eye dino.
Yeah, and then suddenly like the eyes start blinking, and I'm like, oh wait, no, hold on. Shakes it like a chem light.
Oh no.
Yoko,
Shake the baby.
Yeah.
you okay?
I mean, it was a little frustrating on my end. Sounds like you guys had the perilous part.
we were afraid you were going to get crushed.
I mean, yeah, that was a consequence if things went bad. But hey, look at it.
I was ready to run in here and throw a stone of Misty Step at you.
That would not
I'm
have
not
been
sure if you would have been able to
No.
catch up in time, but I appreciate it.
I don't think so, but I was ready to try.
And that's as much as I can ask for, I think.
Never do that again.
So, anyone want to take a look around? Do an investigation check. There's
Um,
two people rolling once, or someone with advantage if you want.
how many
Well,
crates are there?
It won't take too much. Yeah, it's not like there's stuff hidden here. So really, I'll just post the list.
My investigation sucks. So. Good.
So, searching through the crates and some of these stone-lidded sarcophagi isn't really the proper term. They are like storage. There are 3 of the stone ones, but they each only contain a single weapon. We'll get to those ones. But through the mass-produced, you open up these crates. The wood is remarkably well preserved, if brittle and dried out, considering the cavernous, location for so long. Doesn't seem like anything's gotten down here. No insects or anything. No burrowing animals. It's all dry and stuff. But there are now. I say there are 40 masterwork short swords, 20 masterwork battle axes, 20 masterwork longbows, 600 arrows, 30 masterwork spears, 30 masterwork javelins, and then in the crates there is a bone boomerang, there is a green metal maul that has a strangely shaped head, and a finely crafted short bow of red wood with red feather adornments.
Magic eyes.
Boomerang, the maul, and the bow, the feathered bow, are all magic. The rest are just mundane, but they are exquisitely crafted. This is a style that has not been seen on Rukor since before the deluge. These are still just as finely crafted as the day they were made. They are, they would probably be excellent for enchanting, later on, but as they are considered masterworks. And I will post the full list.
Amon's just shuffling them into the bag of holding. Like, all right, this one, come on, put these in, put these in, put these in, put these in.
Ioane, do you
And-
hold on to Ryoko the whole time?
No, but he would have set her down eventually.
And
Okay.
the forge, if someone takes a look at it, looks like it could be used. If fuel and tools are brought in, it looks like it could be used, and it is much closer than the Ruby Empire's forge or the Ruby Palace's.
Ooh. Ryan's gonna gather up the items that she needs to do a thing with, and
Yeah, if you want, you can take a rest here because there's no danger of the mountain crashing down on you, especially now that you've activated the pillar mechanism.
and she'll Yoko, can I talk to you?
Who are you talking to?
Yoko.
Sorry, what's the question?
Can I talk to you over here while I identify these magic items?
Yeah, sure.
So, you do like Ioane.
Yeah, he's one of my friends, just like you.
No, I saw you kiss
Yeah.
him.
Kuroto and Quiet Hearts,
Uh,
you're in a stone chamber, so you can hear this. It echoes.
That was for luck, which
No.
said it very clearly. That was for luck.
No. Look,
I think
know
at this point, Amon would quietly approach Kurano, pass the 5 gold that we bet like 30 sessions ago, and go back to shoveling masterwork weapons into the bag of holding.
She takes it without a word, just puts it in her pocket, and continues eavesdropping.
Look, Yoko.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I mean, look, I know I'm still learning things, but I picked up on the meaning of a kiss.
Kisses have many meanings.
Yoko, come on, you can tell me. I know talking about your feelings is hard for you. That's understandable. That's fair. I'm not. I'm not pushing you is something we've talked about, but I mean, you just kissed Ioane right in front of us all.
It was a peck on the cheek for luck. Why would anyone make a big thing out of that?
I've literally seen nobody kiss anybody on this island except for people who are in romantic relationships.
Yeah, well, one of us is a bird, the other is a sort of bird lizard.
I mean, the entire village too.
Does Quiet Hearts even? Well, yeah, because everyone in the entire village is just making moonshine all day while we go out and solve their problems. They're probably hardcore fucking as soon as we're out of the room.
Yoko, do you want to hear?
I mean,
Yoko.
It didn't come up in game, but they do have the designated fuck shack.
They've got a designated fuck shack.
From across the chambers, you hear Amon. You told her about it. You get to explain it.
That's for later. Will you explain? You'll explain that later. Good job.
That gets explained off camera.
Yeah.
Sex is something that people do with each other, often with the exchange of money.
Hand over your mouth.
Roll a grapple check.
I don't know how to do that in
Nah.
5e. I don't even know how to do
Well-
that in 3.
No, because you're
Yoko?
short acrobatics to escape, which you would be able to escape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yoko?
Yeah.
It's okay. I've
It
already
is okay.
Look,
There,
I-
I don't know why we're making something big out of something little.
I've picked up on it. And this was just confirmation.
Then I'm deconfirming?
Um, Ryoko.
Roll an insight.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh man.
No, I'm not rolling it.
History.
Hey, no, hey, guess what?
Historically, Ryoko's never been in love.
You rolled history.
Yeah, this isn't
That's-
history, it's insight.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah. Re-roll, fool.
Okay, I'll let you have that
Um,
4, so you have a 12 for a 13.
No, Raiden, no. It doesn't matter if I rolled shitty insight. It just means I can't read her. Raiden still believes me.
I know, it was just fun.
Ryoko,
Inter-party conflict rules is funny.
do you not... I know you find it hard to be, vulnerable and things, and I understand that. And if you're not going to say anything, then I can't make you, but... We've been through a lot together, and I expect us to be through a lot more together.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that we have to be privy to each other's entire secret thoughts and eternal lives. Well, we're allowed to have some
No.
secrets. I don't ask about what you and the angel fella are doing all the time.
You've
Although I
seen
do think
literally
it's very
everything
cute.
we've done. You've seen literally everything we've done. We've hugged. And,
Oh, I hope not.
What?
I'm just saying, you both feel kind of pent up. I hope that you're doing something on the sly.
You hear Amon
No.
giggling off to the side.
No, that kind
Why
of thing
not?
doesn't really, it doesn't really draw an appeal for me.
Well, then why haven't you done some solo activities? Go on a date.
Because we're on an island where we're fighting life and death.
So you can't take out half an hour to go to the beach and watch the pretty sea?
Not when we've been putting every second of every day towards making sure this village doesn't get wiped
Well,
off the
that's your
island.
problem right there, Ryan. You're all
No,
wound up. You've got your head in other people's
You're
spaces.
changing the subject.
Ryoko, you feel like a little weight on your shoulder, and you look over to see Ventra. And if a bird could be nodding in agreement,
Venture knows. Venture knows. You got to blow off some steam. If you're all wound up and you haven't lived your life a little bit before the big pirate battle comes, you're gonna regret it.
Ryoko,
I think you need to focus on yourself.
I asked you on out on a date.
Wait, Ioane.
you say it loud enough for everyone to hear.
You can hear the record scratch.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
turn
were-
around and is everyone just looking at the two of you now?
I thought you were with Quiet Hearts.
I am.
So are you polyamorous? What's going on with that?
What does that word mean?
She's not a polykeet.
It means you like to romance more than one person at a time.
Yeah, I mean, why only one?
Some people like
Look,
Uh,
Ryoko.
personal connection.
Gender-
You asked the question. Let me fucking answer it.
Okay,
Some
okay,
people
okay.
like personal connection. They like. Some people have trouble opening themselves up to any person, and when they do open it up to somebody, it's special, and they want that respected. And then some people don't respect that, and that's why brothels exist.
Okay. That's fair. I don't even really find gender to really mean anything in regards to that, I just see Ioane, he's big and sweet and big.
Well, as long as you're upfront with quiet hearts about it, I'm sure Ioana and you could have a very pleasant time together.
But are you okay with it?
I just want to take everyone's temperature real quick. How's everyone feeling about this not so private conversation?
I don't know if Ryan and Ryoko realize it's not private.
And I'm speaking in a hush at the very least.
Aware.
Like,
Why wouldn't I be okay with it? Like, I'm not in a relationship with him or anyone else.
Ryoko.
See, I am greatly amused. I don't know what Ioana is doing. In fact, I thought I had the idea of Ioana is like, oh, this is a lot of stuff. I'll go like knock down a tree and we'll use that to like drag the stuff. So he's gone.
Okay.
Hopefully, God, what an awkward conversation to be overhearing. If only someone would take the hint and let us move on.
I just find that inherently funny because like Amon has the bag of holding, he's shoveling things in.
Out of character, this is great. In character, Yoko's trying to make
Yeah.
this end.
Okay.
what?
Just make sure. Make sure that you're good, TT.
Yeah, TT is good. I'm a slut who lives for drama.
Ryoko still has a Misty Marble.
I love it when my characters are made uncomfortable. That's why I play Fred Klutzman.
It's like, Pride Hearts is helping Amon fill the bag of holding. They don't seem bothered by this because it's like, oh, we're doing this today. Okay. They don't know any better.
Every day is a new experience for
Exactly.
multiple people in this group.
Ryoko,
So-
I care about you too.
Well,
What's about
Rayan, I have to tell you that I view you more as a child. It's more of a big sister, little sister, mother daughter relationship, and so I'm very flattered, but I am not interested in you that way.
That's not what I meant. I meant I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Well,
A little bit late for that at
Okie
this
dokies.
moment.
So
Okie dokies. I'm not uncomfortable. Go ahead and flirt with Ioane if you want to. Have fun.
Please.
Oh, are you? Did I make you feel uncomfortable because I pecked him on the cheek in a very meaningless gesture?
No.
'Cause,
It doesn't.
if he's yours, I'll back off. Didn't even mean anything in the first place, but I'll just
Can you
hands to
not, like-
myself.
After everything we've been through, can you not give me a modicum of respect?
Damn.
I think it's at this point Amon's like looks to Quiet Hearts like, you alright with that?
Blinks. All right with what?
So Rayan is polyamorous. Are you polyamorous or are you singular? I didn't catch that part from their conversation.
Not sure what polykeet worms have to do with anything.
Oh no, it's so some species have to like pair bond and they pair bond for life and some people don't. So are you like one of the ones that pair bonds with one person and you're good, or are you one of those that like mingles around? I would suppose in a comparison of birds, it'd be like asking if you're a parakeet or a swan.
They stare at you like you've just spoken like...
Not a polykeet, a parakeet.
God damn it.
They stare at you like you've just like spoken like the deep tongues in your head just fucking unhinged. And like tongues sprouted from your neck or some shit. They just like, I am not understanding any of this.
I wish Kelly was here because I need Corona's reactions.
This,
You,
they then just kind of shrug and say simply, "It makes Ray unhappy, so it makes me happy."
I get opening up is hard, but then you treat me
Okay,
like I'm
okay.
You treat me like I'm a fucking idiot.
You're 3 months old and haven't seen the world yet.
Look like, come on. You're not part of this.
Don't gang up.
That was just yelled
You-
from the
I
cafe
guess-
across the-
Well, you have a tendency to jump right into topics that make me uncomfortable. And when we first met when you did this, I found it was really easy to get out of it by sort of playing on your naivete, as I am used to doing when people try to get to know the real me, because people getting to know the real me is an anxiety of mine. And that's my gut reaction, is avoid that. And I apologize. You're right. I have been disrespectful. So I'm going to be very respectful right now and
If you
say,
want this to stop, and
this
it's
is
making you
not something I want to discuss.
Okay.
And I honestly don't want people making a big deal about it. I don't feel there's anything to make a big deal about. I did a nice thing for a friend to help them have confidence so they could do something difficult. You could even view it as very selfish and self-serving, since the difficult thing they were doing was keeping me alive. It is not necessarily a romantic gesture, and I don't think it has to be viewed as a romantic gesture. I think it can be viewed as a platonic, nice moment between friends that anyone could have done. Lots of people kiss people for good luck with a little peck on the cheek. It's not like I went on his lips and stroked his head and got really close to him and pressed my body up against his and felt how rock hard his abs are. And it's not like we have to make a big deal out of this. And maybe making a big deal out of this is freaking me out a little bit, and I'm reacting defensively. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have defenses that are built up. And yeah, it makes me a dick sometimes. I'm sorry about that, and that's my go-to, and that it's consistently that way. But I'm just wired this way. Okay, so I'm sorry. Fuck.
Okay. I am sorry for making you uncomfortable, and I accept your apology, and I appreciate it.
All right.
I care about you
Cool.
deeply. You are, like, you know, I'm not your friend just because we've been forced into the same place together. I'm your friend because I understand you. I understand you, and I see what you're going through. I get it, I think, more than most people even can. And, I've had some revelations of my own recently. And I'm still working through them. But things are still tricky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm this way. I'm trying to get better about so what is it? Social faux pas?
Yeah, boundaries. Well, I'm sorry. I'm particularly hard to crack on that.
It's not a challenge,
Situation.
Yoko. It's not that I'm trying to crack you. It's you're my friend, and I care about you, and I want to help you. I want to make you smile.
Crack you open like a clam. What?
You're already in. I think you're in a better place now than when we first met. I think, but you're. I can't blame you for blaming yourself for everything, because I mean, yeah, I'm not one to talk.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else is put together, but we are similar in that regard.
Yeah, we are. We're similar in a lot of ways.
You could be sisters in that regard.
Come on, shut the fuck up.
Respect people's privacy.
Eavesdropping son of a bitch.
I'm not trying to listen. You're standing in the echo chamber yelling.
Yeah, you're standing by some of the crates that he has to load up, so it's not like he's been getting closer on purpose. Well, I mean, he probably has
I'm
been.
still gonna blame him for it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, that's perfectly fair in character. You're standing in front of my crates. Excuse me.
I am sorry. I
So,
you can if I'm making you when I'm making you uncomfortable, you can just tell me, "Hey, Rayan, you're making me uncomfortable. Can we change this subject?"
okay, yes, but sometimes saying you're making me uncomfortable, can we change the subject, is confirmation of something that maybe I don't want to confirm or allow, and then I end up having to convince you of something. Like, it's more complicated than that. It's not always as straightforward as just telling someone exactly what they want to know. In fact,
Okay,
most
yeah.
social interactions involve a great deal of subterfuge, and it's
Oh god, the autistic vibe.
Since the crates are like nearby, Quiet Hearts is now nearby, and they turn and just say, apologies for listening in, but this is literally an echo chamber. You could just have a code word that ends all conversations, like raspberry.
Or pineapple.
not having a safe word with my adoptive little sister.
Or if you know
They
if you
tilt
want
their
to-
head at that. it's like
or
they
or-
just say safe words sound nice.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy them.
or
Please.
if it's getting too much for whatever reason, you don't need to say it's uncomfortable. We could just play some music together.
Okay. Well,
You
right,
really enjoyed the violin.
Yeah, I would like to get better at that, but D&D 5 Eve's mechanics for gaining new skills are really, really shitty.
Well, that's why I've been
Oh my
having
God.
people practice that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I've been busy practicing trying to get fucking poisons to these people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Rayan's music has also gone on pause.
I mean, if you want, we can say you've been, having lessons with the bard who
That would be
owns the
nice.
fiddle. Yeah, I mean that could be easily something you say you've been like. If anybody has stuff you want to say you've been doing on downtime stuff, please pipe up because it's not like every day, every minute has to be dedicated to the preparation stuff because people can only work so many hours a day.
Well, if that's the case, Rayan would have been wanting to learn and get better at
No,
the
yeah,
concertina. And
yeah,
singing, honestly.
okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, so
There doesn't need to be any questions. Doesn't need to be any specifics. If I'm making you uncomfortable and you don't want to say so, or if there's something other reason you don't want to have this conversation,
Cool. Sounds great. Let's
I'm
finish
sorry.
moving all these boxes before Ioane gets back, and this gets really
Which-
embarrassing.
yeah, Ioane, I was just about to say, you come back carrying like several branches and a down log. As you just see Ryoko looking like she was anywhere else, Rayan looking mildly distressed trying to talk to her, Quiet Hearts and Amon deep in conversation, and Corrado just, I'm guessing, just off in the side face bombing.
Yep.
Rayan
She
actually looks upset.
Quiet Hearts mostly
In
looks
his head.
confused.
In his head is like, oh, business as usual.
Oh.
True.
Well, so you have secured the weapons cache, the Genasi weapons cache,
Mm.
which you have. If anyone want, if feel free if there's any like of the masterwork weapons you want to take. Feel free. You know, it won't count against the total amount. Like if someone wanted to pick up the battle axe or just a short sword, or even just any of them because they're fancy.
Can I take one of each?
You're going to be heavily weighted down unless you put them in the bag of holding. Well, yeah, you can say like you claim one.
Yeah, he just thinks they look nice, and they might come in handy when we're off the island.
Okay. But yeah, you now have a pretty good armory to equip your militia. Well, even the moon scale, they have pretty decent weapons made of their own. This would help, cut out their numbers as well. Because actually, the moon scale, we're kind of providing a lot of the weaponry, or a lot of spears. Which the spears are good. They would still be useful, but they're
Variety is key to a foe that we don't know what they're coming in armed with.
exactly.
They could assume that a ragtag village has spears. They're not going to expect masterwork bows.
Yep. So, and you now have a location of a possible forge if you want to do it. And don't want to speak for anyone, but you would realize that this would make a pretty decent hideout.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that.
It might. Although when you go to look at the mechanism, you make sure no one's in the squish zone. Looks like the mechanism has broken, where it is locked into the upright position.
Oh.
So, thankfully, you won't require Ioane to turn himself red anytime someone wants to go in. But it is now permanently stuck in the upright position.
Yeah, is Ryoko going to share that there's maybe some critters living in that mountain?
I would have mentioned that I saw some things if we had time.
Yeah, you point out the burrow hole. Now that you don't have, now that you're not running, fearing that a mountain's going to crush you into paste, or mortar. But if anyone wants to do like a nature check.
Oh, I can do that.
Someone goes to use the forge and gets mauled by an armed Vorax.
This definitely looks like something that burrowed here through a while ago. This definitely is a hole.
This is
Something
definitely
burrowed.
100% a hole.
Nature?
Yeah, you can tell that this wasn't like drilled through, but that's about it. Yeah, same thing. This looks like it was like burrowed by something that could drill or like burrow through stone. Doesn't look like it was machine drilled, so it's definitely natural looking. But you can't tell how fresh or old it is. But Ryoko, yeah, I'll say that because you kept that in mind since you mentioned it. You haven't heard the sounds. Maybe it's because there's more people now, and they're like the lighting down there actually brightened up over time. It's like the lambent crystals had to warm up or something. But ever since then, you haven't heard. Maybe you guys scared it off. You haven't heard that same skittering sound. But that's definitely something to keep in mind. Just anyone comes over, just tell them to keep an eye out. It's a non-bird hour. Bird up. You have completed the weapons cache. You have officially completed all the side quests on the island.
Less drama than expected.
That was less.
No, it wasn't. I was being hopeful.
You can spend the day. Moonsinger and Motley does not make an appearance. After that, it seems that after being chucked into the sky was a good enough exit for him.
It has to be funny enough. That's the only way to get rid of Motley.
I mean, you might be right. He is kind of a trickster. But you return
You
to
must
the village.
abide by the rules of the game.
You return to the village, and once you unveil your new armory, Anchor and everyone who's involved with the militia, Orovir, and the Moon Scale, they are all excited to. There's like a definitely a mood uptick because while people have been, confident as the trudging and waiting of it has come, people's spirits have started to wane a little bit. But now having this new influx of very nicely done weaponry to reinforce them, people, there's a renewed sense of hope to the village that night. So I know we got like about half an hour, so we have maybe time for another like quick day, right?
Yeah.
Just to see what people do for the next day. Although Rayan,
Yes.
there are the 3 items.
Yes. I was going to ask about that.
Okay, did you want to identify those?
Yep.
Okay, which one first? The boomerang, the maul, or the short bow?
Maul.
Okay, this one I like. This one, the gore maul.
Hmm.
This maul is made from a dark green metal that is surprisingly light. The head possessing both the spiked point and a curved blunt edge. Crafted ages ago to aid in a slave revolt against an ancient ogre empire. You have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. You can choose to deal either bludgeoning or piercing damage with this weapon. When you attack a creature that is size large or bigger, you deal an additional 1d6 force damage.
Oh.
It's large or higher, not like my initial stat block for it, which was anything of a size larger than you, which means Amon would be very deadly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, you have found the Gore Maul, which is a
Oh,
returning
yeah.
weapon from my first campaign.
Oh, that is fun.
And it is not even though it is a green metal, it is not Marasite. It is a different ore altogether, or alloy altogether. So
If
that's
nobody
the
minds,
maul.
if nobody minds, I'll take them all.
I don't mind.
Literally can't use it.
Do it.
Oh, you don't have proficiency
Right.
for it as a paladin?
No, it doesn't work with my nonsense. So
Okay.
I'd be using my strength, which, oh god.
Oh, right, unless you made it your packed weapon.
No, I can't even do that. Pack weapons don't work on two-handed weapons in this version.
Okay, that's right. Maybe when you get the right invocation, I think, right?
Yeah. I think.
I will be adding this to my inventory sheet.
Your Kanabo.
Is that?
Oh,
So now Amon has his Kanabo.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah. So, what,
Boomerang.
boomerang? Actually, no, DZ, it is not verdigris. I literally just watched a video about that stuff today. Now, that weapon has been there like that for a long time. But the storm boomerang
Oh.
deals 1d4 damage, bludgeoning, with a range of 60 feet or to 120 feet, long range. Now, some of you might recognize this. I can't remember what this is from, but this boomerang is a ranged weapon carved from griffin bone and etched with a symbol of elemental air. When thrown, any creature that is proficient with the javelin is also proficient with this weapon. On a hit, the boomerang deals 1d4 bludgeoning and 3d4 thunder damage.
Whoa.
and the target must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of its next turn. On a miss, the boomerang returns to the thrower's hand. Once the boomerang deals thunder damage to a target, the target loses its ability to deal thunder damage and its ability to stun the target. These properties return the next dawn. So once per day, you can throw this boomerang, which naturally will return, on a miss. It will hit, deal extra thunder damage, and possibly stun them.
Damn.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, I think that might be very useful in a certain barbarian's hands, considering thrown weapons return to his hands.
Yeah.
He can further amp that up with his bullshit.
Yep. But, again, I'm the DM, so I don't have votes. Now for the bow.
Yes.
A red feather short bow requires attunement. This prized hunting weapon of a now forgotten people, this bow is imbued with magic to help the wielder see their prey from afar. You get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. This bow has 3 charges. When you fire an arrow from this bow, you can speak the command word and use a charge to see through the arrow as a bonus action. You can see from the point your arrow lands as if you were there for 1 minute. If the arrow strikes a creature, you see what they see for the same duration.
Okay.
So, those are the 3 enchanted weapons you found in the cache.
Rayan's gonna. Yeah. Yuane? Boomerang!
Cool.
Yuane got
The
me
boomerang that goes boom. Holy shit, I get it.
I would like the short bow.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say, Rayan go to Ryoko. Yeah, Ryoko.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's get past the apologizing to each other part, because that's just going to be awkward forever if we keep doing it.
Okay. Since we did a big thing today, I don't know how much time we're gonna have to help run the village. Would you like
this is like around dinner time.
Would you like to play some music with me?
I would like to.
2 of you can play together, or you can go find Ferrum Featherbottom to join in with him. Unless you want it to be a more private jam session.
Private practicing session.
Okay, so yeah.
Can I make a
Dude.
stealth check real quick?
Stealth check, sure.
I don't see any reason why not.
How bad is it? Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
while they're
World of
while they're-
Warcraft stealth noise.
while they're performing, Aman is going to secretly sneak over to Ryoko's stuff, pull out her normal quiver and put on that magic quiver full of arrows that he's been using, and then sneak back out.
Okay. So, yeah.
I've been meaning to
Ryoko
pass it
and-
over. This works.
Ryoko and Ran, you, if you want, you can roll your either proficiency for your instrument or performance, whichever's higher if you want, just for fun.
Okay.
Since you're just practicing, it's
Oh,
One at a time.
Oh,
gotta squeeze that box.
ooh,
Okay.
that's a 10.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
So, yeah.
proficient in
Yeah.
Hunter.
Okay, so yeah, it really is more like a practice session, seeing how the two of you work together. And it's might need a few more practice sessions before either of you feel a little more confident playing in front of people. But yeah, you got a nice little start to it.
Yay.
Fiddle and a squeeze box.
Interesting combo, but I can see it working.
Well, yeah, I mean that would be what a lot of like sailing crews would probably have on hand. But yeah, so and unless any of you wanted to talk some more, discuss stuff, we can proceed.
I'm good to see if we wanted to speed run the prep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least try to before the end of the session. But hopefully next time, because we're now got all the side quests out of the way, we can focus pretty much on that. So, yeah. And so I will just say, Ryoko, when you go back to the hut, because I think you and Rand, do you think you would have gone to like the tree? It's not far from the village, but it's close, but private. Hello?
Hello?
Right?
No.
Ryan,
Ryan?
he was talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying. No, I know. I started Ryoko, but then I was like, oh yeah, Ryan. My God, shut up.
Again?
It's all night. It's every night, every day.
Damn.
This is worse than when I literally lived in the neighborhood, literally across the street from one of the biggest motorcycle universities in the country. It wasn't that. Then people were just driving when it was like they were going into school or leaving, but these people do it all hours of the day, every day. I'm going to turn into the Joker.
I was about to suggest, actually, the Reveler.
God. The muffler.
The Muffler!
God.
And so, yeah, Ryan, I was just saying, probably a good private place to go practice would be by the tree.
Okay.
If you wanted to take Ryoko there. But,
Yeah.
So that would have let Quiet Heart sneak in and swap out the quivers, which, Ryoko, when you return... Oh, huh?
Come on.
Come on, Dennis.
I'm on. Ah!
I don't know how you did that one, Chief.
Well, it's because Quiet Hearts and Amon have been chatting about birds.
We
Yeah,
have
the
been
one-
having
Lots
all
of
the
people
bird in
have
the
trouble
party
keeping
is
their
just-
minds off me.
But, Ryan, were you trying to say something?
No.
So, Ryoko, when you return, you see that your quiver is gone, and in its place is that strange magical quiver made out of chitin that you found down in Diablo Flare that Amon had been using.
Come on, you tricky bitch.
So, if you want, the handout is in handouts. The Illuminator's
Oh, yeah, I'm
quiver.
taking it. I'm taking it. You need to tell me twice to take something from a samurai.
Now, both the quiver and the bow, they are attunement each.
So, can I only attune to one?
You can only attune for
3.
5e. There's a limit of 3, unless you are like an artificer or take a feat.
Okay.
Well, not all items need attunement, is the
Yeah.
caveat there.
Yeah. The items. Let's see. Your boots of Elvenkind don't require it. Your ring does. The Shadow Sight does. The Gurren Blade doesn't.
Nice.
I don't think you have any. I think only the ring is what you are attuned to.
So I would have
that's
3.
true.
That'd be my 3. Badam.
Cool. So, yeah, you now have got a pretty good upgrade. And so next,
I just wouldn't give him satisfaction.
But yeah, the next day would come and Amon, you would see her with it equipped. But
He will say nothing.
okay, so but next day, just for fun, dream time. Okay. And all right. Okay. This time, you wait for everyone to wake up as you see there's another good dream, a decent dream. It's a little pale mote flickering around, and when you stop it, Ryoko. That's a nice positive dream that Ryoko would have had. Just like a cheerful memory, or just like something she would be looking forward to.
I think
rolled
now
on,
her
like,
positive
an optimistic dream.
I think now her optimistic dreams that aren't filled with anxiety are just her alone in a garden.
Oh,
Very good.
No.
Okay, yeah, and
She's still at a point where interaction with people is inherently anxiety inducing, but just being alone in the garden, weeding.
Yeah. And from what you can see from this little illusionary, like, misty vision that manifests over the harvester, it's just this quaint little garden, well tended to, flourishing plants, insects buzzing around it. And yeah, it fades, but Ryoko, you're the only one who notices that amid the slithering among the roots, you do notice a small little black scaled snake that feels just natural to be there.
I enjoy its company. Her company.
You see Ryoko's peaceful little dream.
Aw.
Next day, how do y'all want to spend it? Let's see. Let me go back to the preparations. Let's see. You have lumber. It's been processed, so you can now start building. Okay. Anchor said, Vothel and Anchor agree that probably one of the best things to start is either the palisade and one of the watchtowers, which a watchtower can be constructed. They say probably one of the best. There are several locations for possible watchtowers. There's 4 locations. I'll mark them on the map for consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. What? Huh?
Our halfling friend with the onkeg.
Yes.
I want to let him know that we heard the buzzing sounds inside that
Okay.
cave.
He's not in the village today, but I'll keep that in mind for next time you see him. And actually, I assume you would have told Jarrus and Fiaso, the Warforged, about the new forge location.
Yeah, just easier.
Yes.
Okay, and I'll don't have to roleplay that, but you informed them of that. They seem excited, so they don't have to take a boat ride across the island. They'll
Warn
probably
them
get
that
some people
there might be down there.
Yeah, they say that they're going to get some help to both transport stuff and to keep an eye out for any, creepy crawlies. Is the word Pislop used? But sorry, I'm laughing at junk posting. Cannon. But both staring at Ioane. All right, so
Get to work on that palisade, I suppose.
yep, there's the palisades. You can make a pink here. Either one, they're at the point, probably building off of Jerris's old lab. Probably on this little island here,
Mm-hmm.
and at this point here, or either at the ruins, at the Mercian ruins,
Mm-hmm.
are the 4 locations that would probably cover the approach the best.
Yeah.
Actually, the one that's on the beach there, hold on. This one, oh god, no, I'm stretching it. It'll probably be best on like one of these little islands.
Yeah. How many supplies do we have to build?
You will only have enough. That's what I mean. The lumber. You
Mhm.
could do the. You would need to cut down more to do all 4 and the palisade, but you have enough on hand prepared and enough work crews right now to start work on the palisade and possibly one of the the watchtowers, because you have 4 different work crews you can distribute. And
Well,
one of the work crews also count for like the militia, because you're not you can go and train different groups on different days.
yeah, I mean, this big shoreline's very easy for them to land upon. It would be good to have a lookout from that perspective.
Which one? North or west?
Towards
or
the shipwreck shore.
Okay. Yeah. That one will require the Moonscales boat to go down there and start constructing it, but they are happy to lend their aid with that.
Yeah. I feel like Artificer Point, because of its natural like height and already there's like a building there, that it may not be as necessary.
Yeah, you could still position someone there as a lookout, but it won't be as effective as having an elevated watchtower.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you each watchtower that you put up to a max of 4 gets you another chunk of victory points.
Yeah, and it'll be good to have a watchtower near the Mercian ruins up north in case they come from that way. Plus, it'll give time for the Moonscale to be warned too.
True.
Sorry, what was that when I was typing something?
It seems appropriate to me that we would want to place a tower at the Mercian ruins if they come from the north.
Yep. And these towers, depending on behind the scene rolls from me, will take either. Oh wait, no. It's a factor of me rolling for the work crews, and if anyone wants to join in and assist, your roll will also factor in and lower the DC for the work crews. But I roll for the crews to see if they do a good job. These towers on a good rolls will take 2 days to complete, or 3 to 4 days if there's like delays or problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we don't have to worry too much about them coming from the west, to be honest, because that means they would have to trek a long way just to get to the village. The only problem is if they decide to attack the Moonscale.
We did also find these points.
Yeah, they're most likely landing spots.
Yeah. And I will say the Moonscale have actually relocated into the jungle.
Oh.
And we've trapped around here, I think, pretty thoroughly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, in that case, we don't need to worry too much about covering that side of the island.
It's also bear country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pirates that go through that area are going to have a bad time, let's just say.
The traps are going to bleed them, and the bear is going to smell food.
All right, yeah. Then we should place one up north, one by the Artificer. Probably one down south then.
Okay. And so, which tower do you want to focus on first?
I say honestly that one. It's gonna take the most effort.
Okay.
Just like
It's also
shipping
gonna-
the supplies.
Going to provide us the most benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you out with. I can help out with that one, and just moving the supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you would be able to help the ship navigate there and do other stuff with it. So, and be able to do an aerial recon because it is a decently sized island, and honestly, it was nearly the island you went to if you didn't see the bigger island in the distance when you first watched the shore.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you hear from villagers that a lot of people, because it was the first bit of land, a lot of people did end up resting there before, crossing the rest to the island. But yeah. So, and Ioane, are you staying to help with the palisade?
Yeah.
Okay. Vathel is actually going to go with the moon scale and Corano and some of the work crew down to the island so she can, get the first tower set up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the rest of you, anything special you wanted to do or focus on? You can assist with things, like Rayan, you've said you could use your unseen servant to just be like an extra hand moving stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Kaihart's probably go with the construction group since they've basically been warned off from most other things, and that's the only thing that they feel like they were allowed to do. And
Okay.
I guess act as an on-site medic.
Yeah.
And general work.
Yeah, because that's guards and a medic is always not required. Should be required. Oh shit, but it's usually recommended for work crews to have someone that can heal and protect when you're in a dangerous unknown area.
I
So
don't know how helpful that is. I imagine people start trying to hide their injuries real fast around them.
Yeah, it's just like I only hit my. It's like I fractured my thumb with my hammer, but it felt like they were ripping my hand off when they healed it.
Straight up, Marcel healing.
Yeah,
It's like, well, does it have to hurt so much? That's how you know it's working.
and because I have to do it fast. You mean you can make it not hurt? But so yeah, you what are you gonna do? Or Corrado or Amon?
I can
Not
mend things.
Ryoko or Amon.
That was something we talked about. I don't need to
Oh,
mend
yeah,
weapons anymore, but
Well, no, the rifles that still needs to be fixed. Those still need to be
Yeah.
fixed. You can, if you want to assist Jarrus and Pizlop for the day, you can help with their tinkering stuff.
mhm.
And your unseen servant would be helpful with that stuff too. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to spend the day helping them out, you can. Because while you do have a good amount of bows now, having some rifles would definitely help.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Could not hurt.
so, Amon and Ryoko, I think that leaves the two of you.
Let's try to have better luck poisoning things or making poisons.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'd say by this point you have a full stockpile of poisons.
And then I think I'm just gonna with the
New weapons.
how many new weapons? Like over 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got more training to do. I got better training to do. I'm training lizard
there's
folk on how
others.
to use human weapons.
And there's battle axes now and such. So, yeah.
We've used persuasion in the past, so I'm just going to continue to use it.
Okay. Nice. And it seems the inclusion of some professionally made weapons of war for combat, and your previous training of them, they are picking it up very well. So, and so Ioane, if you want to do an athletics check.
Yay.
Okay. Palisades being put up. Chrono, how, because you went with Quiet Hearts, right? Or Quiet Hearts, did you stay in the village, or did you go with them to the...
With Ioane and Corona, because remember, on-site medic and general aid.
Right, because Ioane was staying back at the palisade of the village, so you and Corona went with the boat and Waffle. Okay. So, yeah, you know what? Roll an intimidation check, Quiet Hearts.
My fucking...
Well,
Well,
all right.
how
On the other end of the island, the chorus wins.
yeah, I'm trying to think what you scared off, because I was just like, there might have been something here. Oh, perfect. As you landed on the boat, or landed on the beach, they start unloading the boat of supplies and stuff. And you hear someone give a shout. It's like, oh, fuck, everyone away from the water. And you turn around as starting to trudge up out of the water, you see the polar bear just kind of lurch out of the water as if it does like a short charge in your direction. But you just flare out or how do you intimidate it? To get it to stand down.
Like, flare out the wings, every eye opens, and it just feels like 40 eyes all locking onto its two eyes.
Goes full peacock.
Intimidation.
Yeah, you do the peacock maneuver.
I mean, but they're real eyes, all blinking and glaring at the same time. So just
and that makes the polar bear skid to a stop, and then it Corona, you're there as well. And then it seems to recognize the two of you as it recoiled from that. It seems to take a moment and if a bear could be like, oh, okay, my bad, it just kind of slowly turns around and walks back into the water, and you just see this giant white polar bear head kind of circling the island for a bit before it dives down and seems to go off hunting.
You see a fucking big ass shark book it.
Yeah, and you both, you're intimidating the bear, was you're less than you. It's more like you didn't intimidate the group, but you bolster their courage. You're like, oh, we're going to be fine. All right, let's get to work. So, and Corona, how would you assist? Or just helping find the best spot on the island to place it?
Yeah, I think they'd just be scouting and, just helping move stuff, but mostly scouting to find the best place to put this tower.
Okay. So, I guess dealer's choice. Perception, survival, or your navigator's tools, I guess.
Well, the perception and navigator's tools would both be a 7, so might as well use perception, I guess.
Nice.
Almost a crit.
Yep. Yeah, and you actually find this spot where you're pretty sure this would be the highest spot on the island. It's not far from where you landed. Probably right where the X is, actually. As you find a hilltop, the highest point of it, where it seems that there might have been struck by lightning, because the trees that would have been there looks like they toppled a while ago after a fire. And you do find what looks to be like a lightning blasted tree that's toppled over in age. Probably the source of this minor fire. But it was enough of a clearing and enough elevation that Vathal's like, oh, this will be perfect. Should actually might blend in with the canopy, just peeking up at the top. So you all get to work. Now let me do some rolls on my end to see how people do for the day, taking into account your your additions.
Or help boats.
So you're making very good progress, Yoane. Palisade's going up pretty quick. Okay. Mon, doing pretty good helping them out.
Thank you.
And okay, takes a little bit. Oh wait, they both rolled really well. Okay, so yeah. So for the outpost or this watchtower, its progress starts off a little bit slow, but after you seems the group hits their groove, and it will only, if this pace keeps up, you'll only take 2 days to complete it. Now, the two of you could return to the village if you wanted using a wind block, or you can stay out and camp with them. But it's up to you. But that is the day, Pretty. Oh, right. Ryan, forgot about you're helping Jarrus out.
Mending and Unseen Servant. And I'm just gonna venture zip around and just look, see if she sees anything interesting while she's just flying around having some fun.
Okay. She wants to roll a perception.
Oh no.
Okay. Nothing really seems to pop out at her. Seems like an average day. People seem to start recognizing her more. It's like, oh, that little red hummingbird's back. I think she's, pet of the, the Tideborn girl. And, people seem to recognize her. But other than that, just seems like a typical day. Everyone's busy working on their assigned tasks. So, you know what? Just for fun, anyone can roll me a perception check.
Anyone?
Anyone, just, throughout the day.
Sure.
Okay.
It figures Amon and Ray, you're pretty focused on what you're working on. Same with you, Yoane.
Damn.
Alright.
Hey, so, Corona,
Yes.
were you going to return? You could just fly back if you wanted, with no spell needed. But were you going to stay on the island with the work crew, or head back for the night?
That's a good question. Are any of these people trained in defending themselves?
They have been getting the militia training. Vathal's there, and you knew she was able to put up a fight. And yeah, there are people there that who know how to handle themselves in a fight.
Okay, then I would make sure that they would be okay with me going back, just to make sure that they think they can handle themselves.
Okay. Oh, and if you want, you probably leave the message bottle with them.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. And then she would.
So you and Quiet Hearts could return if you wanted.
Yeah.
Using the Windwalk.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fine.
Yeah. So as you two return to the village, you land at, I don't know, do you land outside the village or inside it before you turn back into humanoid form?
I think the villagers would be used to us doing that shit by now. So.
Okay. So as you zip in and start, you see the there's a decent amount of progress made with the palisade. Rolled very well on my end. But as you're zipping through Quiet Hearts, you pass by. But Corona, something catches your eye as you're zipping over the treetops, because you zip right over it, and it seems to startle it as there's just this rush of like a cloud passing right over it. As you see, once again, this long-legged owl give a hoot of surprise in the treetop that was overlooking the village before it like hops down deeper into the tree and scurries off into the jungle.
Okay.
Suspicious.
And with that natural 20, you're pretty sure you've seen that owl kind of like lurking around recently.
Oh, fuck.
But that's about where we end for the night.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, I
That's
guess we
where,
can
you know,
hold it.
9 o'clock, so.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
so
next
they're gonna
time we
follow
will
hunting.
really go into the,
Fast forward.
try to do what we did in the last 20 minutes. Try to do that multiple times next time.
Okay. Sounds good. I